And I'm sure that Miss Stephanie was just about to be on her way out the door as well. Tell your sister I'll see her at our for the next week, okay? Well, I don't want to keep you here any longer than you have to be. So, well, Miss Susie, thank you so much. If you need anything, just let me know. Well, thank you. But I got it from here, okay? Crazy bitch.
Look at the child. She really had a baby. What is this, bro? I'm getting mad already, bro. Fast forward after that, we cut to the girls.
Never thought we'd end up back here. So let's just make the best out of it and pray that when Mama gets out, then we can all be together.
Y'all don't need to be together.
But still, whenever we start praying, bad things continue to happen to us. Don't talk like that. And you know that God is always trying to work things out in our favor. We just gotta have a little bit of hope. I miss Nigel. I mean, we all do. But he wanted to go live with his dad.
Good.
And I know when Mama gets out of rehab, then we can all be together. Yeah, whatever.
I can shit up, bro. Fast forward after that, we cut to
I could do without the attention.
Uncle Willie. This dude is chatting with some girl. He's eating popcorn. He's just being weird, bro. It's like everything. He's trying to be normal, and everything he's doing is just throwing me off, bro.
How was your day? Mine was pretty boring. I couldn't wait to get home and talk to you.
So this is what the Val were king.
Ugh, what are you doing?
You know, we've been talking for weeks now. I think it's time we finally meet.
What's that? We don't want to meet this man. You know what he's done?
What if I'm not what you expect? I don't want to disappoint. You can never disappoint me.
Bro, is it good, bro? So yeah, it turns out Uncle Willie has himself a girlfriend now. I don't know whose house he was at, because there's no way he has a house of his own. What is he working at? Where's his job? I don't know. I don't know where he was, but yeah, it turns out he has a girlfriend. Fast forward after that, we cut back to the girls. Letitia is, I don't know,
Beyond
sitting on the
this,
bed, and
however, I
Melissa is,
recommend heading.
and Melissa brings one of her friends from school there.
Can't wait for school to be over. I know, right? I can't believe this new project they have us working on. These teachers have lost their mind. It's just another way for them to torture us. What are y'all doing in here? Because your room is bigger and we wanted to have crowd time, the joy.
Get out.
Well, I'm trying to finish my homework before Angel wakes up. Oh, right. I forgot you're really a mom. Stop, please. Well, we can get some advice from her. What advice? They're making us take care of these dumb dolls like they're real babies. I'm not even thinking about doing anything with a boy other than kissing. I'm not having a baby until I'm at least 30. Ew, Rose, I don't even want to do that. Well, Mr. Sis over here did way more than just kissing, and it isn't that gross, is it? I don't even have time for this. Just ask your mom to watch it. Oh, no. She already told me I can't bring no baby stuff for her to watch, even if they're fake. Maybe I'm just going to have to figure something out. I might just have to take it with me. Well, good luck with that. Now, can I please finish my homework? Letitia, where's your baby? My grandmother watches her during the day so I can focus on school. What about Anaya? Are you going to be able to go to the game? I'm not really worried about that stuff. You know my brother likes you, right? He wanted you to come and see him play tonight. Letitia, can we go to the game? Ask Grandma. I just sat here and told you that I don't want to go. Don't we ever do anything funny with me? I'm not stopping you from going anywhere. Can I give him your number? No.
No.
She thinks boys are gross. Oh, really? Then why did you go all the way and make a baby?
Yo,
First
get
of all,
this whole
that's
ass.
none of your business. And you can go tell your brother that I'm not interested in him or any other creed. My brother's not a creep. You're so freaking weird. Your whole family is. My family's not weird. And shut up before I make you shut up.
No, your family
Everyone
is
has to know
weird.
that your mom was a drug addict. I was trying to be nasty because I feel bad for you. Well, anyway,
Bro, who is this little girl? Why she just
why
tripping?
do you ruin everything? What did I do? I wanted one person to think that I was actually normal, and you ruined it. Trina wasn't even your actual friend. I did you a big favor. I wish I would have never found you that day. I wish I would have just let you kill yourself.
Was that necessary? Why did you write that last name? I spell it. I wish I would have just let you kill yourself. Like she really just said that because your friend treated your family and got kicked out. You get on your sister and tell her she should have killed herself. Melissa, what are you doing? Fast forward after that, we cut to Willie. Turns out he actually do have a girlfriend, like a real girl in real life. She comes to visit him. They have a date.
Oh, are these for me?
Oh, right. Of course. He don't know what a girl is. He been too busy sucking his mama titties.
What are we drinking?
Beer?
Beer. No, baby. This is more like a champagne moment.
Champagne?
Yes. It's not every day that you meet your soulmate. No, is it?
No, I guess not. Well, champagne it is then. What is this?
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system.
Why aren't you answering the phone?
She calling me.
If you want to see the baby, you better come tomorrow while the kids are still in school.
Bro, he don't need to see the baby. You really called this pervert pedophile to come see his child when he had sex with your granddaughter. What is wrong with this, bro? This is the worst. She don't care nothing about that baby. She just wanted him to come over there and suck her nipples.
Oh, I've never met anyone quite like you, Lucy. Well, it's not like we walk around size or anything now, is it?
Yeah.
I mean, society doesn't understand people like us. Well,
People like us. People like him, you don't know what type of dude he is.
sometimes I wish I wasn't. Well,
A pedophile.
yeah,
You sick bastard.
I get it. But no worries, you have me now. And it's all about self control and understanding your urges. So, how do you deal with your urges? Well, the chat room helps me a lot. It's a community that doesn't judge you, and it helps you to understand about self control and how to deal with your triggers. What do you mean, triggers? For instance, I don't go to moms on weekends or to movies because kids are there,
Oh, from last season?
and I don't want to feel tempted. What?
From last
It's
season?
about self control.
What? You don't want to go to malls to feel tempted
Let's see.
because there's kids there. It's about self control. Is she a pedo too?
So you got some
Did
God
he
rule shit?
find the match? Did he find his match? He found his match, bro.
Damn.
What is this, bro?
Level
What is
60
freak bias,
shits?
bro? We got pedo couples now.
That
Of
one level
course she
60.
come out of nowhere. Of course she purchased for this dude. Both of them should be in
Yeah.
jail.
I want to make myself
And you
perfectly clear.
supposed to have something else on there.
I don't want to share you with any other woman,
It's only five
not
things.
even your
Two,
mom.
four, five.
Yeah.
Another,
No.
uh,
I
another,
mean, I know
another
she's
suffix.
still adjusting to not having me around as much. Here, I'll just
Yeah,
drink.
pretty fucking good.
Cue ball, bro.
With that being said, would you like to go somewhere a little bit more private?
That shit gonna get some
Bro,
bullshit.
she
They got
is
better?
freaking pedo, bro. Like, why do we have
Oh yeah, that's
pedophile
God rule
couples?
too. That's like tier six, right? Or
Why is stuff
eight? No, tier eight.
five? Oh, man.
Five. Oh yeah, that's all to go up to five.
Did your mom take you all that? Hey, I'm just kidding.
Too bad you ain't playing that
You can
season no
take it
more.
out.
Oh, they about to
No,
put me
it's not.
down.
It's not.
You know, you're the first person I ever
Motherfuckers about
told
to
me
put me
you
down.
lied to me.
Why is this girl making jokes about his mom raping him? And fast forward after that, Willie finally comes to the grandma's house.
Alright.
What can it wait?
No, it can't.
What? Well, get on with it. What?
Oh, join up.
Mama, I met someone.
What do you mean you met someone?
Her name is Lucy, and we're in love.
What and what do you know about love?
A lot, Mama.
You don't know anything.
You raising your voice at?
Mama, I can't do this.
Nah, you eat that shit till it gets soft. Damn. Oh shit. Damn. This nigga ain't right. Quad ain't right.
The hell he done did.
To see my daughter.
Bro, what? You not seeing that child, bro. You not seeing that child.
Yep.
She know you gay.
He ain't all there. She knew it.
She know you gay. She know you gay. Oh,
You know he was out there
Rose.
giving head for a 20 bag of cocaine.
Made with your niece.
Well, how about you march your little son on down to the courthouse?
I mean, you ain't give half for a 20. You ready to get your rocks off.
For real.
Word up. You wanted to have fun.
His out there going crazy.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what I'm saying.
You know I can't do that.
Oh, unique. How the fuck he come back alive? What
Mm-hmm.
type shit is this? What the fuck type shit is
He
this?
wilding too.
You watching my screen?
Hmm?
Look at her.
Oh, I thought you was watching my screen.
Like, woman, you about 40, you about 60.
Oh, you talking about on her.
You still trying to get your wrinkle.
Nigga, I thought you was talking about raising Canaan.
How the fuck I'm watching it? You know you can't go to court. You know they gonna take you in, you sick bastard. You might forget your tail.
Still ain't doing no damage.
Now get your ass over here and make it up to me.
This dude trapped. Bro, we need to make incest like an actual crime, bro. He needs to take her in. If he going to court and he going to jail, she going to jail too, bro. You need to make incest like a real crime in all states, in every region of the world. Incest should be a crime, bro. Fast forward after that, we cut to Melissa. She's talking to the grandma. I don't think they're seeing eye to eye.
You know what all that says? You definitely got that from your mother. She used to talk back all the time.
Hey, y'all.
Tish, I hope you don't have a lot of homework. Because I have to get this cake down to the church for the bake sale, and I need you to watch your sister Angel.
You got the nerve to say church.
All right, well, there's leftover in the fridge.
Oh, man. Can we at least have something like pizza instead?
Does it look like I made a money?
That's a bill.
Okay, go get my purse. I'll leave money for pizza this time, but that's it.
She got the nerve to go take something to the church. She needs to take herself to church. Throw the cake on the ground. You need to go repent for all your sins, ho. Like, really. Go to the altar. Ask for forgiveness. After that, we cut to the two girls. They're talking about how the grandma was always nice to Nigel, the little boy that was in the last movie, but she's always rude towards the girls.
And you remember that promise that mom had made up to never let Nigel be alone with grandma?
I'm pretty sure when she would stay out of her way.
She would.
We better be glad that she even gave us money for some pizza. I'll let you pick the movie. Okay.
Hey, mama. Hey, mama.
Hey, look, baby.
What?
What is it?
Well, I was interested in clean for 31 days.
Yay! God. Amen. See, I told you that God's got our back. And mama, guess what? Angel's gotten so big.
Aw, president's home.
Hey, what about me?
Hmm?
Okay.
All right, so it looks like Wendy is coming home. She has some rehab and looks like she's gonna do well. All right, fast forward after that, we cut to Letitia and the therapist. The therapist is asking her about how's it
This
been
nigga did
lately,
a
and
thousand, doing a
she's
thousand
asking
damage.
her about the father of her child.
There's nothing to tell.
Look, I know this can be a difficult topic, but if you're not honest with me, I can't help you.
Help me with what? It's already over.
Well, if you don't want to tell me who Angel's dad is, can you at least tell me if he even knows about Angel?
Leave me alone!
It's been a few months now, Letitia. Okay, this shouldn't be a burden for just you to bear. Babies are expensive.
Listen, I don't want any money from
Babe,
Angel's father.
will you put yours on your
And
plate,
I
mine on your
certainly
plate?
want him around my baby.
Bro, go tell her.
Okay,
No, I'm talking about bring it when you come through.
You get your big attitude. Now walk
Thanks.
out. Face. Why was that scene in there?
okay. Let's just change the subject. Okay, I hear that your mom's coming home. That should bring up some feelings, right?
No, that hoe is crazy. She will keep doing drugs. Oh my gosh. Fast forward after that, we cut to Willie. He finally came to see the baby. I don't know why they let him in that house. The grandma did, obviously. She's insane. This whole scene is insane, bro. This whole scene is crazy.
So my arthritis been acting up real bad lately.
Oh, we don't care, bro. What am I looking at right now, bro?
Ho, we don't care though.
It's hard to imagine that you used to be this little.
She's perfect, Mama.
Baby.
What is this? She talking like this is a normal situation. Why is he in her face, bro? Get this pedal out the bro.
Always are at this age.
Well, I haven't had a break since the children got here, so I'm gonna go take a quick nap. Okay?
Wait, Mama, I can't be alone with the baby.
You got this, all right?
No, don't leave him alone with that kid.
All right?
Don't leave him alone with that baby. Please don't. Please, bro. Please. I'm begging you.
Guess it's just me and you, princess.
No. Get away.
Tastes good. Yeah.
Bro, get away from her. Why is it?
Oh, here. You can have one. You want another one? No, you full?
Bro,
No,
every
No,
just
no.
don't want no more.
No.
Ready? It's too hot.
She like,
Right, you don't want it?
Get out
Why?
my face. Bro, every word that comes out this man's mouth, bro. This dude is still getting touched by his mama, bro. This is
tell you.
sick.
What?
Nothing.
You're so shy.
You want it or not?
Nah, why?
This is wrong. And
Here we go again. Let me see what you do.
Oh,
I do.
Well, maybe sometimes you got to pay to play.
oh. What the
Mm,
freak?
it's getting late. Just let me see Angel.
Look, I don't want to argue with you. And I had that baby all week long. Just what?
Nature
My
has
stress relief. And listen, you either get to work
storm
or
point.
you get fuck out, okay? I get
Ew, bro. This grandma is shot, bro. I hope she's the one who died, bro. Fast forward after that, we cut to Willie. He's back home. He's talking to his girlfriend this time. He's talking about how he wants to meet his mom.
Mm-hmm.
Your mama that. Why you can't say what? I guess why you didn't fucking your mama since you love her so much, right?
So you were just sucking her titties last night. Stop lying.
What?
Stop. Take the time.
You just had her legs open
Daddy broke
yesterday.
a
If
Why
you
you
were
just
to
been
introduce
carrying
us,
in here? I hear.
then maybe she would recognize that you moved on.
Fine. Maybe I will.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
And really?
Just the smile is cool. He trying to smile like he already. He's not innocent. We know what you did. We know everything about you. The fact that was cut to the girl in front of her playing lemonade or whatever the game is. Hey, Willie.
She lost hope, Cornet, Alva.
Well, they let me go early, and plus I
I'll be
can't
back.
wait to get home.
All right, homie G.
Sit real quick. I ain't cutting the game off. So I
Okay.
slide like 5
So
minutes
do
real
y'all want
quick.
to help me cook for Grandma Susie to show appreciation for helping me with everyone else to see later?
Boy, you stupid. You remember.
What?
So the mom really came
Sorry, yo.
in all happy and scrappy and dappy and say, I'm going to cook for grandma just to show my appreciation. Have you not forgot? Have you not forgot that your grandma or your mom was sleeping with your brother? Have you not forget that your mom let your brother grape your daughter? Have you not forget this is the same house that happened? Why would you allow your kids to live in that house? Like if I was Willie, this is how I would have taken it. Get up, get up, stop playing games, let's go. Where the grandma at? Show it up. Like, bro, I'm coming in extremely fast.
That's it.
Can't
All
nobody
gone.
be at the house.
Wendy? It's
Right.
Well, you do know if you're gonna be staying here, I expect you to stay clean. I mean, because we can't have no cops coming around here looking for you.
You know, we can't have cops coming looking for you.
Good.
We can't.
Good. I'm glad to hear that. Now, see, so when you get back to that little grandbaby of yours, I'm so proud of her too. She is beautiful. I told you she was mine. My baby. I used to say that to you. You and her angel. Mommy even sung it to her. Yeah.
Up above the world so high, you and Uncle Willie need to die. Taking secrets back to court, then to jail, post no bail. Fast forward after that, we cut to Uncle Willie, so just watch this. You keeping them people now? What, soft? Bro, he's seriously watching. Bro, this what you dreaming about?
I can't. Well, she can't go to sleep without her little.
Favorite song?
Yeah.
Okay. Twinkle, twinkle,
Bro.
little star, up above the world so high.
Uncle Willie needs to die. Shoot this bastard in his nuts. Don't touch no kids, you freaky.
Like a diamond in the sky.
That baby don't want to hear that, bro. That baby don't want to hear that because he there, bro. His pedophile aura is messing up the whole scene, bro.
Sweet dreams, baby girl.
Ew.
Mommy and daddy love you.
Mommy and daddy. Bro, look how she looking at him, bro. She don't want to even be in this scene, bro. So I just want to know how her mom feel about her playing in a movie like this, bro. Where her husband is a villain. This whole scene is horrible and wretched, bro. Look at he's trying to
Fury!
And Lucy?
Mama, I have some news. Well,
The best belief.
Fury!
What I live for. And this is when I ever thought that you would find someone who would be just
What's all this then?
Why, who are you?
Now you've done the monkey, give a look around.
Nice of him not to risk.
Now you've done it. Monkey, give a look around.
This is Willie has done nothing but hold you true. You don't accept shit.
There's a strange heat within this temple.
Really? Really? You know what? Really? Don't you want me? Hey?
her.
I ain't got nobody. So when we have our I'm gonna get funny now. You don't understand. What is that?
I don't want to talk about it.
I thought you wanted to break this
What you
cycle.
want to talk about?
You don't get it.
You should never listen to
Another ancient
what you're
contraption.
talking about. And what has that into you anyway?
Didn't you hear what she said?
Yeah, she said I'm never. Willie, why? Willie?
Because, all right, I'd probably get arrested.
Tell the truth, Willie.
Thunderous shot!
It's enough. I mean,
No, tell the
Why
truth.
does it have to start this?
Exactly. Explain that one.
Prepare yourself!
So you think you want to? So, what do you know?
however, I remember
You just pretend to care about me, but all you want to do is control me.
fuck you and your mama. You know what? You deserve each other. You know what? Everybody talking about how good of a representative is.
Will,
No, you just forced your son to be your man. I'm not gonna let you hurt anyone else ever again.
What in the hell are you talking about?
You know what I'm talking about, Mom. You tried to take the truth between you and Lucy. Knowing all I want to do was be a father to my baby girl.
no.
Boy, you lost your damn mind. Now that heifer is the only one who's trying to come between us.
There you go. Twisting the truth like you always do. I'm just mad at this being shooter.
Blame me, Bill. Blame the only one who's ever truly loved me. You know what? Just like your damn dad. In a break. Oh, you big man now.
What do kids have? They don't get
Trying to control me
Got
and
no
your
parking
mama.
space.
Like you paying bills around here? Now, as a matter of fact, I should have never had you.
Get your dumb ass down.
Daddy. And a party.
You should have.
Got no parking space for that.
Don't say that.
That's right. You can't handle the truth, man. You know why, really?
What you eating?
Because you're pitiful and you're weak-minded.
Why are you so mean to me? I've done nothing but show you love.
If you love me, then why are you running around with that husband, man? I mean, you think she cares for you? She would kill me. I told you to come with me to walk around. You know, I'm
No,
loving.
Mama, you drove away from me.
Oh,
They love me. But then why did you? Huh? Stop lying. All you do is lie. She's on your face, bitch. No, no, I'm not gonna let you hurt me. I should never had you. I should have listened to your dad. And I'm sorry. Laura, I love you, but I can't do this anymore.
Heal her, bro. Heal her. Oh,
That's my baby girl. Daddy loves her. Oh, every day. When we get out, we're all gonna be a family. I can't let you hurt us no more, Wendy. We're free, Wendy. Mama, what are we gonna do now? Baby, the same thing we've been doing. We're gonna stick together and start over.
so this is how we always get there. We're not getting down, bro. We never get down.
And my mom told us everything. All the dirty secrets have been hiding us from me. Things that we never chance to do ever again. So I've always been vocal about my story on abuse because I now know it's not just my story. It's a story of countless of other women like you and you. So today, ladies, I want to make you a promise. And that promise is that there is purpose on the other side of the pain that you're feeling. I take a look back, and despite it all, I am glad that my sister found me that day and saved my life. I'm so grateful for my beautiful daughter who wants to be a doctor, and I'm grateful for my husband that loves me unconditionally.
Yup.
Now, I'm not saying it's
Yo,
been easy because it hasn't been,
Yeah.
but what I am saying is that life is worth living
I just
and
fucked
worth
my
fighting
dumb
for.
ass staff up, man. I did some stupid shit.
Well, okay, ladies,
and
let's
she
let's
rolled
get back
something on
into
it.
this.
Yeah, my spear.
Who told her to give
I
her
ain't
a whole
motherfucking
white spirit?
put sockets in it before I corrupted it. That's some dumb shit.
Of course, they say stop believing the giant. You know, this is true. Stop believing the giant. Recipe Sergeant Master. Why you gonna put this at the end of the movie? Wretched is this? I'm like, y'all tweaking, bro. Fire Feather. What type of drugs do you always use into this movie? Like, you just be high on coke. Just write it.
She dropped me a lot of gold there. Motherfuckers.
Uncle Willie,
Let's work out for
Melissa, and Matilda, and he touches Nigel. Perfect. It's the perfect movie. No, this is not. You gotta be coked up out of your mind. Hopefully this is the last movie. Hopefully this is the end of this whole horrible, horrible series, bro. But you know Maya Spelling is not gonna stop making movies. She gonna keep making movies like this. She gonna keep making movies like this. I really feel bad for like Uncle Willie, like actor Lester's name, bro. This is Uncle Willie, bro. This dude has a show. Yeah, dude, I feel bad for him. This dude played a pedophile in 3 movies straight.
So hopefully not. But yeah, I'm ready to start. I'll do just like a quick intro and then we go. But yeah, thank you so much for joining me here for a podcast after the launch of Point Two. This is Jonathan and Neon, for those that don't know, directors of JGG, and yeah, we're here to talk about the launch.
yeah, I mean, well, it's always good to have a chat. Obviously it's a bit of a contentious launch in some ways this time, so I'm sure there's going to be a lot of questions about that. But it's always good to have a chat.
Yeah. No, I do have a lot of questions, so I think we'll just get right into it.
Sure.
A lot of people are pretty unhappy with the current state of the game, especially like our relative power to the monsters early on. And obviously, we are finding some builds that are feeling okay and that are stronger. But I'm asking, are the slower and more challenging builds the intended pace of the game?
Well, I don't know that. Once again, I mean, we get this question a lot, right? Just the like, what is the pace of the game supposed to be? And I honestly find it hard to answer that because of the way that like there isn't really a like an obvious way to even quantify that. Because players have so many different abilities. What I will make all I can say is that if people are unhappy, then we will keep on improving things until they're not unhappy anymore. Because ultimately we want to get the smooth progression where you start the game, you feel weak, you get stronger, you get stronger, you get stronger, you keep on feeling stronger and stronger. And like you have to have that like progression of you're feeling more powerful as you're, and that means there's something that we have to improve to get better. Like and so like it really comes down to like okay, if it's a weak build, like well what build is it? Like then we look into that and say well, we will improve it. Like we just have to go through these things one at a time.
So I think right now the problem is that it's almost every build is weak for a lot of archetypes, and that it's more like it's definitely a minority that people are, oh, I found something that works. That's like almost like reversed it. And I'm just curious, like, what amount of time are you expecting people to take going through the entire campaign, or on your own test run, or like when you're doing test runs, how long do you take on a first campaign run?
I actually haven't measured that on the current like version, and it doesn't necessarily always work that way. Like the number of times I play through the full, and when I say campaign here, I'm talking about 6 acts, not just 3.
Yeah.
Like if you're talking about the amount of time, like doing that, like I might only do that like that full run like 2 or 3 times in total as we're developing a class.
Yeah.
Like much more often, I'm like either testing this part or I'm testing that part or whatever. And I honestly am not sure exactly what amount of time that's taking. But like as I said, I don't know that like the time. Like the thing is, the presupposition with this question is that like that we have a goal in mind for the amount of time for the campaign, and the implication of that is that the campaign itself is not fun. But it's like if that's the implication, then we just want to make that fun, right? It's like the campaign should be fun to play. The amount of time it takes, to me, is not nearly as relevant as just make it fun, right? If you aren't having fun, we want to make sure that it is. So like that's why when we're like okay, people are saying like we don't like the Act 3 areas, make those shorter. It's like well, what amount of like I don't think that quantifying that in an amount of time is the right way to look at it. It's like here are some areas that are unfun. I'll make those areas fun, and then whatever the duration of time that takes will not be bothering you, and that may result in the areas becoming shorter. But making it shorter is not like it isn't a time metric that we are looking at to determine whether or not the game is good. It's is the game good fun to play? So like that I guess is kind of the way that I would look at things, and that's I think what puts us a little bit like when it comes to communication with the community, like people will have their opinion about what they think is the reason that the game isn't fun, and they might be right, or they might not be right, or whatever. But at the end of the day, what we're looking at is just like, okay, you're obviously having a bad time. Okay, so you're saying Act 3 isn't good. We'll look at Act 3. We'll look at the reasons why it might be bad. We'll fix those reasons, and then that may or may not reduce the time. Well, in this case, it definitely will. Like it's shortened it by a lot. But and then, but to me, it's like the frustrating thing is when you go down a dead end and you're like, okay, like this is bad, or and then like you have to respawn, or the area doesn't like the area despawns, and you're like you have to do things again, that kind of stuff, right? That's the stuff that people don't like to do. And so that's what we sort of look at. And so then when it comes back to builds again, once again, it's like, okay, if you're not having fun with your build, then that is a problem. We'll fix that. But it's not like there's a correct pace for the game to be played at as such. We just need to make sure that you're enjoying yourself.
Well, I guess the follow-up to that was I, along with many others, were not expecting a nerf to just how the campaign itself in general, right? In the last interview I heard, it really sounded like the intention was to target things at the top end. There were so many things that nerfed us during the campaign here. And
well, the thing I would say about that,
I would like to finish.
Sure.
A lot of people are really wondering about the long-term direction for the game with that in mind, because they were also not expecting that. So a lot of
we
people are
weren't
wondering
intending
if
campaign, to be clear.
that was going to be my
That was
question.
not our intention.
So
Yeah, we
so
were
we
not
should
intending-
be more powerful than we currently are during the campaign then.
Well, that one I would have to look at specific cases, right? Because like that comes down to like, okay, so like we already did something about that, right? Where we nerfed Monster Life, and it's possible that we'd have to nerf Monster Life again if that's still a problem. Like that's the kind of thing that we can do. But the thing is that like the as I said, like the first thing we heard when everyone was saying this, the first thing we thought was like, what the hell? We didn't even nerf the campaign. Like literally, that's what all about. We didn't nerf this. Why is everyone saying we nerfed it? And so like then it's like, well, we found a few things, but like we're still looking for what those things are. Like it's not always necessarily obvious with all the changes that you make and things, because I can absolutely tell you that our goal here was nerf the end game, right? Like nerf the it wasn't even nerf the end game. What it was nerf the things that were trivializing the end game before you even managed to get the like your items and stuff like that. Like just the really trivial easy shit. Like that was our intention.
I mean, there were some blatant fuck ups.
Yeah. Like so,
speaking bluntly,
yeah,
right? Like the minion change was just bad.
And when you say the minion change, are you referring to the rare minions or referring to the player minions? Because those are both of those were just fuck ups. Yes, those were just fuck ups. And the thing is, it's so easy for stuff shit to like that to slip through.
Well, we have a bit of and look, a lot of it is just because there's a little bit of like it's early access, so we're allowed. But we like firing from the hip a lot here, and stuff like that. Like, let's get in there, let's try it out, see how people think, and if it's bad, we just don't do it, right? Like we do regress on a decent number of things in the first few days of a release, and so yeah, there are some pretty blatant fuck ups. So yeah, that's exactly what happened with the rare minion life. It was like, why are now? I don't know why it felt this way, but 100% it was the case that the minions was for some reasons the rare minions were surviving longer than the rare often, and it's like, well, they don't have anywhere near as much life as the rare, and then again, once people got enough AoE and all of that, it solved it. But it was just a bad experience. There was just nothing good about that.
Right. I think there was definitely a compounding of a few factors that were like on their own relatively small. But the thing is that and this is the question that I have is that like if people are still having a bad time during the campaign, they're starting fresh now. Because bear in mind as well that people will have an experience and then we'll change the balance behind them, and then they still remember that the experience was bad, and they're not playing it again to know that it got better. So the thing is, if you're playing it again and still having a bad experience in the campaign, then that would be a thing where it's like, okay, well, where are the campaign nerfs actually? Like we have to find where they are, because I don't like. I don't know that there's anything intentionally done there that we're sort of aware of left. And I think like that one just means that
I can give examples.
There might still be issues.
Yeah.
Sure. Go for it.
So
what is it?
So the number one, especially to me, most oppressive thing is the relative speed of monsters compared to our abilities to set things up. Like whenever you're
hang on. Because that's not a thing that changed though.
No, but that's been continuously bad. It doesn't matter if it's changed or not.
Okay, sure. That's what I'm saying is that so this is an example.
Well, I think that has changed.
But that's just an example of something that's bad. So what I'm saying is that's not a thing that changed. So like if you're talking about like is it
it did change.
But we are weaker now, right? A lot of skills.
If you're saying that's bad, I mean that's a different question, right?
A lot of skills are weaker now, right? They were tuned down on a lot of things, and things that people are starting with weren't necessarily strong. So that relative speed of the monsters feels extra bad. Like you want us to set up these combos and stuff, right? Where we're throwing them like a cyclone and trying to do like a combo move, but the monsters are way too fast. They're rushing us. It's not even like the bosses are the main problem, right? Like if you're seeing like clips.
Yeah, so let's talk about the monster speed.
Right.
So one of the issues
the shit too fast, motherfucker. Tune them down.
Fuck around with him. Then combat is optional. Like just 100% the case. Like you cannot. Well, if the monsters are slow, like anytime the monsters are slow in the player, then you just run past them. Like they don't like. Effectively, you can just choose whether or not to engage or not. And like, I don't think that kind of gameplay is good. Now there will probably be some areas like, and the thing is, a lot of the time when people talk about some of this, it's like there'll be a few areas that are bad. Like I know there are definitely a few areas where like too many of the monsters are fast. The Faradin are a good example of that. Where when you go to the last areas of Patch 2, like the Faradin are just really, really fast, and there's kind of nothing slow in the area, and so that's an example where like.
I mean, let's get more specific. Like I have someone right now, literally going through the areas all areas in the campaign and listing all the areas that have a disproportionately high number of monsters that are too swarmy or too fast. Right. They're doing it literally as we speak. And my intention after this is to go through it. So, like, I mean, a good example is like the canopy, right? Yeah. The canopy. The monsters are real fast, and then not only that, you're in a ritual with them in a tight, confined space, and it just you end up in this kind of moving around with
100%
hand.
increased
So if you're
spell
not fast enough to
damage.
kill everything,
So like
yeah, you just get absolutely swarmed. And yeah.
I guess I'm a little.
Just to continue with that though, I just want to mention that like one of the issues we run into is like people will say, oh, you know, like things should never be faster than the player and that kind of stuff. And it's like, well, if we did that, then the game would feel pretty lame. So it really is a question of like targeted changes, like finding where the worst things are and then resolving that issue.
I really disagree with that. So you were saying like if the monsters are slower than the player, then combat is optional. But like it's an ARPG. We want to kill the monsters. That's where all the loot is. That's where our XP is. Like sure, you'll have some speedrun scenarios where people are running past them, but usually what ends up happening is that we're running past them. Bunching them up in a large bunch and killing a bunch of them, and that just feels really good. That's a core part of ARPGs for a lot of people. So I don't think that being faster than the monster is as bad as you think it is. Like we actively want to kill monsters. That is the entire premise.
Well, I don't necessarily disagree with you that gathering killing is fun, right? And you should still be able to do that. But as I said, I don't think anything about the fact that some monsters are faster than the player prevents that. I don't think you can have areas where everything is slower than the player. Like it really isn't that great. In PoE1, in the distant past, we had that problem, and it just meant that running past monsters was the thing you did all the time. And then there were some changes, like I don't know how many years ago it was, like what was it, 4 years or something like that. When was the Act One related? Like we made changes, we made a lot of monsters faster than the player, and at the time, and that wasn't negatively perceived at the time. It just made the monsters feel better.
No person.
So like you absolutely can have monsters faster than the player, and I do think it's important to have
I
those.
feel like going to the casino again.
Like if you're going to be that it's just that like you need to make sure you're getting the balance right. And I think that this is like a running
Nobody
theme
called you, man.
in general is that the target to hit is smaller. Like because if we want the combat to be more engaging, then that means there's a smaller target that it puts more pressure on the balance to be right. And so I think that's the main issue that we're running into is just that like it's okay if everything if okay, so this is sort of a larger topic, right? But effectively, it's like in PoE1, there are so many tools that the knowledge ceiling is absolutely astronomical, and so you have a situation where a good player can completely dominate everything to like the absolute nth degree, right? Now, what that means is that you've got a scenario where the game seems like an impenetrable mountain to a new player because, like, if you don't know what you're doing, the game is just like impossible to understand. And it's like there's all these tools that you can use to improve yourself, but the existence of everything like that and like having such a huge skill ceiling means that you can just trivialize the game right at the start. And so like what that also means though is that like if we get balanced numbers wrong, like if a monster has like double life by accident in PoE1, it like doesn't even really matter. Whereas if a monster has double life in PoE2, it matters a lot. And so what I'm saying is that the threshold for what is right is like way tighter in PoE2, and so that means it will just take longer to balance and get it all great. But it really is the case, I think, that it's getting all those numbers right that kind of makes it like that will make the combat ultimately fun at the end of the day. And like if we're doing our job correctly, then we'll still have this situation where a good player feels like they dominate and a bad player feels like they have a good time. But we won't have a situation where if you're a good player, the combat is so trivialized you literally never have a moment where you're in any danger or have any kind of like level of like sort of interest going on. And I think that's the worry that we have when we're looking at things. It's like if we get to the point where like a good player never has to face a single challenge ever, then I don't think that that's going to be a game that will ultimately be fun in the long term. And so that's kind of like, and like, so that is to me the reason, like what I fear happening if we just like say, okay, we're just gonna like lower everything and make it easy. And that once again, that isn't to say that we shouldn't. It's just like maybe it's like doesn't end up like if we're in the wrong band, we just need to lower it, and that's fine. Like we will get to the point where that is fun, but we'll do that by while still making sure that we have a good experience for like well, ideally for everyone, right? Like it should be the case that is balanceable that way. It's just a lot harder in PO2 context.
Well, I think a large portion want like bosses to be what is the challenging content, whereas right now it's almost the reverse, where there's so many clips of like people like dodge rolling away from like facts, right? And they're getting chased down, maybe not having a counterplay, and they're like, "Oh my god, I'm just being chased down." So And also, I sort of disagree on the Act 1 changes in PoE1 not being negatively received. I do remember there was quite a lot of people that really didn't like that because of what you mentioned with like the faster monsters is generally a bad thing. So I definitely do disagree with that.
Just because I'm like to have things to actually go and start to address. Like, can I get a gauge on what you think is like where in the game it starts to become a problem, or do you think it's like just straight out of the gate?
Straight out of the gate. Like even the second zone, like the first zone might be okay, but the second zone with the wolves, it's like pretty like instant where I don't feel like I'm getting that like ARPG play style.
Won't we be hurting more players than we're helping with that?
By making
won't
monsters
that
slower?
immediately make it? Yeah, won't that immediately mean that like a ton of players who actually enjoy the game because the combat is engaging immediately what doesn't it kill the game for them? Like what I'm saying is like it's easy to say like, oh, you made the game easier and everyone's happy, but it isn't the case. Like a lot of people prefer the game to like actually have some challenges. Like for example, right? So here's the thing, right? So every night I go home and I play, and I like do test runs of everything, right? And it's like if we made it so that there wasn't any challenge for me in Act 1, I wouldn't play the game anymore. But that isn't helping anyone, right? Like I need to keep playing the game every night and actually enjoy myself. It's like if I'm not enjoying myself, then it's like how can I even develop the game correctly? So on some level, it's like it has to be fun for me. And I know that if you if you get to the point of having like everything just be trivial, it's like,
Hey,
okay,
Ring.
why am I even playing this anymore?
Yeah.
You never checked to see if you had that level 4 or 5 spirit gene.
There's just a lot. Just thinking one.
Alright,
So
for
there's a
real.
big spectrum here.
I
Like,
got you
for
like in a
example,
second.
I know
I'm
I
running
have
around this
seen the
dumbass map.
feedback of Act
Got you.
1 minus canopy
Right.
and
I might. Do I got one?
feel
I might
generally
got
good
it.
on the pacing, the
Level
speed of
4.
monsters. You feel like you can
Level
almost
4
control
spirit
them
gem. You know I ain't got a level
kind
4
of what
spirit
people
gem,
It's
nigga.
either level 4 or level 5. It don't matter.
A spirit gem?
Yeah.
Start, and then you get to the like Halani
Oh,
gates, and it's like, okay,
yeah, I might got one.
now everything's gone off the reservation.
I find a
And then you get
stat.
so I've seen a decent spectrum like that, and I 100% want to fix that. Like, so that's why I was asking you for example, because there's just a lot of people on the different spectrums here that want different things, and so I'm trying to understand what how much we would need to change things for the discussion with you as opposed to with other players.
Right.
So that's all I was asking there, because I do intend on slowing down those extreme zones, and I think there are like 10 of them. And I think that is at least something hopefully a lot of viewers are going to be happy to hear, which is like, okay, cool, they're going to address those. Like the Dreadnought, Exile, you've got Canopy, going to start. Those are the most egregious on listing. I'm not saying those are the only problematic ones.
Yeah.
And then you got areas of Titan Valley, which is just like riddled with annoying monsters that are just like out of control. And you've got heaps of this. We start there and keep working backwards until we catch as much as we can. It's going to be a lot of different things. So one could be, okay, like, why is it that there are 6 different varieties, of which all are just, as you've, heard people mentioning, I think I saw something that you were saying, which is they're playing PoE 1. Okay, yeah. That's not with the funny comparison. Yeah. Which I'm like, okay, fair enough. They need to, not every monster needs to slow, but like, for example, some of them could be fast, and maybe the answer is, okay, they could be easier. So sure, they engage you, they die. Or maybe the answer is like too many of them, and then a lot of the games can be like, okay, here's 6 different types of attacks. Well, 6 of them are fast. Well, that's a problem. 5 is fast. That's a problem. 4 are fast. That's a problem. 3 are fast. That's probably still a problem. But 2 are fast. That's probably more acceptable. So you get 2 really slow, maybe 2 fast, 2 kind of in the middle, and you get some big slow monsters, some small monsters, and that distribution isn't quite right in a lot of zones. And so that's why I asked, because I would say some zones have a nice, here are the slow monsters, and here are the fast monsters, and it's kind of cool. You get this like up and down pacing, and it can feel kind of fun, where sometimes you're on edge and sometimes you're just obliterating things. And then you get the ones where you're like, holy, I've
Obliterated things. Who do
3
that?
zones in a row where I'm just
Sure.
on edge, getting
He
swamped.
trying to make
So,
excuses on what the fuck, bruh. He bugging.
Feeling of like, I can't do the things that my skills want me to do, and that is bad.
And I'll be obliterating things, I ain't gonna lie.
I want to fix that imminently.
Nah, this nigga over here bugging.
So there is a huge range of spectrum of players that want different things here. Yeah. And I want to at least address that thing, because I know that's just bad. Like, I think that's bad for everyone. I don't think that's bad for some people. I think that's bad for everyone. It's for a huge majority. So we can start there for sure.
But to be clear though, like we still do need to have some monsters that are faster than player. It can't be the
And like things like the wolves in the second area, like if we didn't have that, then I think that you wouldn't like once again you wouldn't get the feeling of like you would immediately out the gate have the game to trivial. And like I think that really would take the game too far. Like I think that would be a big problem. So it's really just a question of like if there are parts that are frustrating, we'll address them. But like it isn't the case that just everything is slower. It really is. So I think as you can say, I think there's almost like two different flavors. So there are a lot of people that just want the glass and maybe have challenging bosses, and then there are people that want like the entire gameplay, every 20 second moment, like very engaging. So it's I don't know that I agree with that. I don't think it's so binary to say like there is a middle ground somewhere. Like I'm almost certain that there is, and the way that you get there is by just looking at the individual cases and fixing every one of them until like the rough edges are all sawed off, all sanded off, and then and then it kind of works.
Got a talisman.
Like you
The
get
fuck
to
is
a
that?
point where
Huh?
you just don't get frustrating
You never get that
experiences
shit?
anymore because we've managed to sort of fix all those cases. And
It's called a
that point
serpent
won't be in this
talisman.
situation where just everything is really slow. Like it
Gloves,
will.
5% increase curse magnitudes.
I guess the problem with everything being so fast, and part of why I pointed out like everything almost, is because it's such a heavy focus on combo gameplay right now, but it feels like the Speedos monsters are heavily incentivizing like one-button builds.
It was
Like,
like ting.
as soon as I could, I was like, the less I can do, the better everything will feel, just because I don't have time to set up combos. We're getting completely
It looked like a room, but it's not.
That's why I pointed out everything.
I'll stab you, motherfuckers.
Like, if you've got stuff that's fast, goes back, but then also it's also important that monsters do the trouble. Because otherwise you get like generate some doing like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Like the monsters have to be able there have to be situations where we're finding trouble in order to like have a situation where
this shit right here
can respond to things like you actually get some counterplay and stuff like that. And so the monsters might have to split that right now. But like it's always a amount, like the amount that and there's probably too much left on top. It's still within enough for with we've been talking about the last few days we've been talking about some like pretty extreme considerations for things and like talking about everything 2 weeks and also like there's a few outliers still that are that you find the tricks to do good. Then yes, it is a drinkable player of the rest now the same. And like we have been talking about a lot of this and like actually going like what would we be willing to do here? How are we going to change this? What are we looking to get? What are we going to try? And like just gets the things on the cards. Like kind of honestly everything kind of being on the cards. As long as we don't feel like at the end of the day that we've taken the teeth out of the game in terms of difficulty. Like that is what's important to us, is making the game still have
Get the fuck out of here, boy. Hit, bitch.
And I would say out more than just bosses. Like it shouldn't just be that the bosses are the only thing that's difficult. Sure. And we certainly don't want it to devolve into what I would argue is what I know this is like way further away, but if you're talking about changing up, it could be changing anything here. The one thing I also worry about is getting to the thing where I would argue a lot of the difficulty is here we run outside of a lot of the boss fights is just like you occasionally just instantaneously die to something like I don't even know what I died to. And a lot of that is where you get like it isn't necessarily from monsters being too hard, it is often from just like spam and too much stuff going on, like dangerous and volatile and that. So you're making sure we avoid that as well. But it does mean that in a sense that then you kind of get that. You have to have it be that you're engaging with the monsters for it to be difficult. Which kind of means monsters do need to actually create. You need to be able to see what they're doing and react to what they're doing. Now, I wouldn't say that's universally perfect, but that's an argument for like, not wanting to
get it to the point where it's too much of that, just like, well, I guess it's starting to be swarming to a certain extent, which I agree with. Like, yeah, it is an important thing because it is kind of getting towards that, and that contributes towards where things are slow and stuff. But I would personally argue that every zone feels swarmy. I think there's a swarmy argument that 100% want to focus on self first, and then there's like a certain things are fast, certain things are slow, and maybe there's that.
And some things
So yeah,
just
I
run
don't know.
at you fast as fuck.
But I guess it's more simplistic.
He talking about that's how it should be.
Is in that place just to make sure.
Some things, them
And we
little
want to be real careful about not
things
getting
should
to
be
that
killing you.
point. So I would
Or
actually
as
say we've gone a little bit too
birds.
far there in a lot of areas, but I don't think it is a universal problem right now.
I think also, especially even though warrior is for our maces, I think we're strong now, being a use a shield. We can feel very fast that like every damage node like has a downside versus really the case with other builds where like with maces it's like yeah, you get 40% increased damage but 5% increased attack speed. And reduced attack speed, especially with all these
The
compounds
fuck out of here.
compared to others. I would
You
say
need me
like
over there,
maces are
bruh.
effective right now, but
You need me to help you?
it's a shield.
Man, it's
No,
some
you
fucking
struggling.
I actually
bullshit.
do think there is a bit too much of the. I actually like a little bit of like maybe a cluster or two having the kind
You know,
of
I'm hitting
upside
1,000 right
downside, but
now.
it's honestly something we've.
My
Aside
skills
from
is
obviously
hitting.
keystones and
Matter of
upside
fact, I ain't
downside,
gonna
but
tell you
yes,
my skills,
there's
son.
true
You gonna
that
think I'm lying.
probably there's kind of too many passives, especially in the warrior section, that are a little bit too giving downsides. Where it was something honestly that's a bit experimental to PoE2. Like,
yeah,
we didn't have that in PoE1, and we were like, let's give it a go, and maybe we went a little bit overboard with it in that part of the tree. But I don't hate it as a concept. I think it's just that it's a little bit too saturated there. I will agree with you there 100%. Yeah. I would
You
say,
think I'm lying. I
as
told this
people
nigga.
hopefully would know, we're going to iterate on
I
that
told this nigga
passive
I'm here for
tree
20
a million times.
bands.
So
Like, nah.
it'll find its sweet spot for sure. And it's definitely not there
I
yet.
just think it's important though that like keystones can be felt, and so
Well, we're not talking keystone. Sorry,
I said notices can be felt, and so part of the reason you get the downside thing is that like it lets you do a larger damage bonus, because with every downside,
yeah,
there's always a damage bonus.
they are good like in terms of frequency, but it's kind of
There's like plenty of other ways to do that, but it's like I do think that like having
You ain't on a campaign yet, but
really felt that
Hmm?
you ain't still ain't get there yet. I might get
What?
you. Campaign.
What, to the maps?
Yeah.
that is important in our passive
Nope.
tree philosophy. Yes, is that you the before and after of taking a node, especially
Quad.
there's obviously nodes that come in fairly
Nah, don't help him.
I
Don't
need
help him.
help with this fucking lava
Nah, don't
dude
help
here,
him.
bitch. The lava dude.
The 5 to 10% increase is going to matter less than the 0 to 1. But especially for the first chunk of the game.
Ass. Because he
Good.
ass.
He keep cheating. He keep diving on me.
I would say
Nah, Quad.
a lot
Don't help
less than
him.
that. Some moves and stuff.
Don't help that nigga.
We've been trying to fix this.
yeah.
Quad. It's us, never them.
Yeah. So
It's us, never them, Quad.
talked a little bit about the fact that you
It's
have
us,
to
never them.
crazy large changes between the season, produce out something that sounds like you thought force treat the game like it was the least.
I'm about to kick you out the white flag.
Or something like every 2 weeks, especially with like a warning period. Changes are coming 4 days.
I don't think that you can just
Get the fuck out of here. How's he pointing at me, but the motherfucker curve and go a whole totally different way?
Yo, your man
This
keep
shit
dying.
ass, bruh.
you know, like as we can say,
This fucking dumbass
like it
Chinese looking bitch up that motherfucker looking stupid. Talking dumb.
Now we're in a position now where
They supposed to be hard. Shut the fuck up.
that we can just do mid-league buffs, and so that means you'll see way more patch changes happening now because like it's okay to make
Dumbass
buffs
now.
during the whip league,
Which we're doing.
which we're doing.
I generated a relatively large list yesterday. Which I know we
They
had that whole
supposed to be like that.
discussion earlier about player power. Well, like there are many builds.
Like he said, like Ziz said, bruh, how the fuck we supposed to get away from these fast motherfuckers at the beginning when you can't even hit hard? Shit dumb as hell.
I don't want it to take
You
it
got
like
30 motherfuckers chasing you at 100 miles an hour and you hitting like a little bitch.
balance. Like obviously
Ho,
not.
ho.
We're still
Ho,
going to
ho.
make changes. We're still going
I
through
agree with that.
and we'll get to that.
That's what I would have told him. Man, you got us out here looking like a bitch. Motherfucker, it's supposed to be a game, bitch. I don't give a fuck how powerful I am.
You couldn't do shit,
Motherfucker,
Quad.
I get on this
You was asking Buck
motherfucker.
for help.
Word. I got it so many times past mad bosses.
Last season we just weren't even in a situation where we could even
That's
do that,
easy
right?
as that.
Because we already had.
Can you imagine having a hardcore
We
character?
genuinely tried to. We genuinely
Damn.
tried to. We had this plan of like bring all the top end
Now you
outliers
know what you got to
down,
do.
and then make sure everything is feeling good in the middle. And we'd started with the bringing outliers down, and then all of a sudden, and this is why the patch notes were so late, we were like, oh no, like we're like running out of time here. Like we thought we could get through more of the balance and start bringing
He
all these
definitely
up,
talked
and
about
get into
motherfucking Melee. He said Melee
um,
ass.
but
He
like my
said
main
melee
point was
ass.
kind of too
Yeah,
late, and so like we're going in, and then now our idea here is like
that's
we
what
want to
that
Like,
keep
dude
going,
is.
like
Yeah,
it's no bonus to get it close to him.
keep going,
yeah.
keep going,
There's
right?
more
And start
risk and
bumping
no
into
reward.
these things, and like it just ended up being too time consuming. And so the answer here is now though it's like, well, let's just keep going. And so obviously the first
Yeah.
few days is really like looking at all the
That's what he talked
Ah.
about. That's what Zish
all the
said. He said
items, right? So we get the
you
XP
want us to
gain,
do
and
melee
then
combos, but the monsters is too fucking fast.
Yeah, you
He's
can't
like,
hit.
he said, I want
You
to go
can't
to a
swing
one
through.
button. It makes me want to go to a one button build.
Yeah, absolutely.
all right, this skill, this skill, this skill, this skill, this skill, this skill, this skill. Like, let's go. What do we change? What do we change? What do we change? Like, literally every single time on every single skill tree, and they get some preservation. And then we're gonna go. Okay, well, we've still got Blood Mage and Acolyte and Shield are sitting there at 0%, 0.1%
Oh, he
health.
will.
Like, okay, clearly not doing well enough. Let's
Down
change
here?
that and just go on and just keep. We're just gonna keep iterating through until we can get as far as we can, and maybe we catch everything, maybe we don't. But the intention is
Oh, the
to
lava
not
dude and
stop just because the release date
man, he
happens.
be
Like we have a
downstairs. You gotta
goal
take the
here to
escalator down
achieve
into
that
him.
Yeah, he
goal.
gonna bust your ass, man.
You,
And
I'm gonna whoop
you
that
know
nigga
The
ass.
best idea we're using for
He don't stand a chance against me.
the other best idea for
Not the new me.
also
Maybe the old me.
Well, the other thing is with me,
I ain't even got my
okay,
build
so
yet.
obviously with 2 days, yeah,
I'm just outside right now. Smoking
okay,
shit.
one of the things I said to
Two
you yesterday
combo.
was
Ooh,
just
bop.
something that we're working on first. Like, this is something we'll be doing back to day. Like, we've got exactly 30 days worth of work that we're working on, and then the next day, like, is now
Whoa.
switches that free stuff. And, like, today we've been doing, like, most stuff. Like, so essentially every day we're going to be, like, iterating through stuff. Like, so the idea to me was like, oh, you know, I'll do this thing. It's like, come on, let's just have, like, that was one work day. You know, like, we've got just more stuff coming, right? Like,
We need to be more clear about it.
sure, so
We'll try to be more specific about that though.
That's what keep killing me right there. That.
I'm like, okay, we're going to look into all of that free stuff, but in the meantime, we just have these checkpoints of like, the reason I put that in there is because like that's literally a hit where you know it's bad, and it's like hurting them as bad anymore. So it's like the idea that they're like, oh, we're just going to stop with that experience is like ridiculous. Like obviously that wasn't the case. It's
You
just like
can't?
here's just the things that I can just tell someone, hey, go do this while I'm looking at this. You know, like and so they did that, and
Oh.
so then that'll go in the next version. But you know, like it's like then it's like the next like 4 hours after that, I'm like sitting there going through areas and trying to work out what's you know what needs to improve about them.
Yeah, so checkpoints is kind of something I want to talk about with the large zones and stuff. You made a post yesterday talking about that several Act 3 zones would be reduced in size. But as a core idea, is Path of Exile 2 being aimed more at like doing one long playthrough and finishing up one character rather than doing like 5 to 10 characters and the people that are playing thousands of hours per year?
I mean,
Look at this. Look at
honestly,
this
looking at
right
it, I
here.
think
I'm
I'm
gonna hit.
targeting one or the other.
Look.
Like the
Look at that.
because your second, I mean, like if you're doing multiple playthroughs, the game is a lot faster just due to the like items and stuff that you have. Like that is definitely the case. You know, like
Well, a big
like,
thing that's missing.
like making multiple characters in a league is certainly something that I expect and want you to be able to do.
Well, a big thing that's missing comparatively to PoE 1 is our
Look at that.
ability to speed ourselves up, right, on our second characters. In PoE 1, you have things like 7 and step and stuff like that. And at
What
least
is it?
so far, we don't have that many alternatives.
Let me see.
It's a
Let
completely
me
different,
see that
no
shit, man.
Quicksilver. So
Let me
even
see
though
that
like we
shit,
can
man.
we can kill the bosses faster, but since the zones are so large, we can't get like the
I
same
died to
amount of
about 5
speed on
times.
our second and third character onwards that we would be expecting in PoE 1.
Oh, that's
Is the
nice.
zone largeness issue like I mean Act 3 was the one I would say that was like pretty obvious as far as like things like that go.
But if it comes to other zones, it's just a question of what are those zones and which are the issues. And like also the other thing is that like generally speaking, like once you know how the zone.
Mm-hmm.
I went back upstairs. I didn't want to go by myself, but it wasn't us going together. I went
So,
first, and she came up
anything, anything
that. Then he went behind the bed and pulled the gun out, and that's when she hurried me downstairs.
I wanna get high.
Poison burst out.
Wanna get high?
Lightning arrow chains lightning to Vine tox. Hold down.
I'm placing you under arrest, okay? Well, I'm under arrest.
Yeah, how I'm on eBay. Motherfucking I'm on eBay. I said.
Hey, do you mind getting out talking to me? Thank you.
I'm on eBay, right? Negotiating with this dude.
That motherfucker car crazy, son. Let me try something.
What's going on?
Came out and stayed up for like 20 minutes. Okay. Let your friend know not to ever let it go off that you did. She did. She got there and started doing my things. We started being aggressive, talking, and the police was gone. Her kids were downstairs. She was downstairs.
Nature's
I
fury.
went back upstairs. I didn't want to
They
go by
could do
myself,
without the
but it
attention.
wasn't us going together. I went first. She came up that. Then he went behind the
I'm
bed
trying
and
to get this
pulled the gun
lens.
out,
That
and
shit
that's
was
when she
he had it for like 850.
and I couldn't
I,
find
s-
the
I sent him 700. I sent him 700. A $5 offer. He hit me with 785. So I counted it again, saying 55. Just like a nigga. It's only $30.
stay there for a certain amount of time.
I got you. Okay.
He might not. He might not.
So when you say pull the gun, what do you mean?
He said, "You're coming up here to swing on me."
It's only. It's better to have the money right now than wait a week. Hopefully
So
somebody hits me.
when you say pull the gun, what do you mean?
I ain't gonna.
Okay. And who is he?
Yeah. Nah. This is a store. This is a store and shit. It's uh
So is that spin
yeah.
away, right?
This is a photo
Spindlewood
store. I'm
or
saying.
what's your address?
It's a what?
No.
Roberts. It's
Okay.
called Robert's camera.
Okay. So deputy left. Y'all
He
go
sold
upstairs.
237,000 things. So it's a real shit.
Okay. So
He gonna hit me back.
give your idea.
It's us, never them. Quiet. Us, never them. Come
When you
on,
get your
man. Don't do
information
me
ready.
like this, Robert. I'm a freelance photographer. I don't get money for this shit. I'm just take pictures of birds and shit. I'm gonna take pictures of wildlife and shit. I'm just start taking shit. I don't give a
There's
fuck.
probably one of the trucks driving by.
A new hobby I'm about to start. Yeah.
Okay. Is he already left?
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Is he already left?
Uh,
Okay. Is this your favorite?
uh,
Word.
uh,
I gamble.
uh,
And I gamble. That's it.
Okay.
uh,
Uh, Word.
uh,
Or some type of artistic shit. I might be a
Nature's
famous.
fury.
Yo,
uh,
I'm about to start a podcast and everything. I ain't playing reaction videos. I need something to
Uh,
occupy my time.
uh,
Or I got the printer. I brought the printer like 2 weeks ago. Smoking crack.
Who crackhead?
Quacky. That's it.
Ooh,
That's it.
ooh,
That's it.
word,
Word.
got you.
Word.
No,
Brian.
nigga,
BRY.
ain't no I in
A-N.
that motherfucker. Ain't
He
that
got
whack
B.
ass
No.
shit.
He got a BRY hyphen A-N.
Ain't no
Brian.
ain't no motherfucking I. That shit ass. The white boy Brian.
It's BRY hyphen A-N.
Hyphen though.
Brian.
Hyphen.
Right?
That nigga said
Brian.
hyphen. It definitely ain't gonna
Brian.
be no I. The white boy I. Fuck that shit.
Brian.
Me too. Cause people dumb.
Customer.
I
They don't fuck up
wanna
my
get
name.
high. So high.
Madeline's Boulevard. Brian. Bri. Bri. No, his name Bri. Bri.
No.
Bri. Bri.
Word.
His name no, his name BRY hyphen ANN. Brian. Brian.
You got to. You can't be the white boy now. Word.
Brian.
You got to. Most of the Bruns I know got a sister named Bobby Joe.
Hey, Bobby Joe. Yeah.
Bobby Joe or Jimmy Lee or what?
Kimmy
Kitty
Joe.
Joe.
Quad Black. Quad Black. Quad Black. Hey, Kimmy Joe.
Kitty Joe.
Kimmy Joe.
Damn.
Kimmy Joe.
Joe in that motherfucker,
Damn.
bruh.
Kimmy Joe.
Kitty Joe. Kitty
Kimmy
Joe in the
Joe.
building.
No, Kimmy is Kimmy Joe. Damn. Like Jimmy Kimmel. Kimmy.
Jimmy Kimmel.
Yeah.
This nigga said Jimmy Kimmel. No. Damn.
Brian.
Bobby Joe. Sue Bob. Sue Bob.
Damn.
You ain't never seen the Wonderful Whites of West Virginia? Oh, bro, it was on Netflix. It's probably still on that motherfucker.
Wonderful Whites of West Virginia.
Yeah, the Wonderful Whites of West Virginia. They was some backyard boogie woogies for real. Yo, nah, they probably was, but I don't know. But them motherfuckers is off the chain. She said, "My name's Sue Bob, and I'm the pretty one of the bunch." That bitch was toasted. She said, "I used to be a stripper."
She wasn't. She didn't look like it.
Yo, she wasn't it.
She
No,
wasn't it.
She was told. I'm about to send it to you, Ray. I'm about to send you a clip of that shit. You gonna be dying. Sue Bob. She said, "I'm the pretty one of the bunch." Sue Bob. That one. Sue Bob White. Oh no. He look just like Chaz though.
Uh,
Yo, Reem, we was doing this job. We was moving out Hollister in the mall,
yeah.
and this security guard came from New York. Yo, he was New York to the T too. I was like, yo, this dude I work with right here, yo, he famous, bruh. You ever seen Wonderful Whites of West Virginia? He was like, I watched that last night. I said, yo, this dude right here kin to him. That's his family. Dude
Hmm.
was like, yo, let me get your autograph.
His New York nigga.
Yeah, it's from New York, bruh.
That nigga was from New York and
Yeah, he
shit.
was.
Niggas lying.
Yeah, he was, nigga.
New
He
York
had
people
the
don't be
accent and
starstruck.
everything. That nigga
That,
was.
that nigga from Connecticut. That nigga was lying.
Connecticut. He ain't say kid, so he definitely ain't from Jersey. Yeah, like cat.
That nigga from Jersey.
Yo, cat.
Why? Let's check it out. A bleed helmet. Oh, I ain't got no bleed build now. I'm doing electric. Appreciate it though. Travel to the return to the encampment. Find alpha. What the fuck is that?
They got the heat on in this motherfucker. It's hot as fuck.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm OP right now. I'm OP. I ain't having many deaths as y'all. I'm trying to. I'm trying to. I'm trying. I fucked my thing up though. My staff. I'm about to buy me a staff, man. Trying to get through this motherfucker. No, not staffs. I wanted this work for anything. The stitch glove, they probably worse than now, right?
Was that Danny? Quad. Damn.
My cousin too, shit. And we ain't with the
Quad, I know you
backward.
got somebody in your family named Subar. You got to. Give me Joe. Give me Joe. Oh, man. Give me Joe.
Mm.
Baby, you go in there, turn that heat off. What the fuck? It's 150 in this bitch.
Cherokee.
Shit.
That's a damn shame. I gotta make you follow me around the house.
give that
We
code.
don't get in the shit.
Does she have it? I think she has it. Hey, ma'am.
Quarter what?
More information on it. Thank you. Yes.
Oh well, you ain't got nothing in you.
Information on here for you. It's the Douglas
You
County
ain't got no Cherokee,
Domestic
no
Violence Task
nothing.
Force. If you Google it, it's the first one that
You
pops
ain't
up.
Indian, you white.
They do have a 24-hour
You
hotline, but
white.
they can't help you with a TPO
That shit
assistance.
disappeared. It's
They don't
gone.
do a minor anything.
It's
It's a
gone.
court process, so it's
It's
court
gone.
hours. So Monday through Friday, 8 to 5.
It's gone.
You can call them and they can give you information if you need it. Or
Say goodbye.
find a place to stay. It looks like you got somewhere to stay though. So.
No. No.
So what you would do for a
No.
temporary protective order is you call this number, or you can try to do it on
No.
your own. I suggest you call them
Nobody
No.
coming for your
and then
car.
tell them why you need a temporary
No.
protective order. They'll walk you through the whole process. You have to go before a
No.
judge. Tell a judge why you need
No.
one. The judge will say yes or no.
No,
The one
Quad.
is
No.
has to be served to Mr. Morris, right? It has to be served
No.
to him. Once it's served, it'll go active for about 7
Say,
to
Don't.
30
boy,
days. After that
boy,
time,
you
you might have to have
100%
a court date,
quacker.
and then you all know deal with it with the judge why you might not need it, why you don't need the temporary
Boy,
protective order. The judge says yes,
trying to be
then
down again.
Don't
if you
you
want to
ever
hear
say that in
what's
this
going
house
on at
again.
that time.
Word.
If Mr. Morris contacts you directly,
Don't you
indirectly,
ever
Word.
let
Quad
us
about
hear
to,
that come out of your mouth. You'll be
Quad about to be
homeless.
cursed out. Scottish shot block.
He'll
unless the
tell him we're
judge
gonna be
tells you
homeless.
it can be charged with aggravated assault, which is a felony. Okay? So if he's pulling a gun on you and stuff like that, it's probably a good reason to get a temporary protective order. So you want this? You're gonna give it back to her? Or... Okay. All right. So just Google that Douglas County Domestic Violence Task Force. It pops up. It's the first one. Just click it. They got a nice website where they answer all your questions and everything. But the temporary
I
protective
guess
order
we all
is
can then.
Monday through Friday,
Your
8 to
cousin.
5.
I'm a cousin.
That's just
Dang.
our court system hours.
We
Okay?
we can.
So is that
I
your
can't believe this.
initiative together? Okay.
Yes, you are. Hey, brother.
Oh, okay.
We're
Is that just
brothers and we're colored.
what's her name?
Hey, brother.
What's your daughter's name?
We.
What's your date of birth?
Yep. Yep. Welcome. You're an indentured servant. You're an indentured servant.
We'll ride over there.
You know what? You know why? Because while Trump was on the motherfucking porch drinking his tea, he was out in the field too, sweating. That's why you got a redneck.
The 7th.
Mm-mm.
It's 6:30 right now.
My beard gray. Probably not. They don't gray no more. They gray now because of the shit we eat,
Alright, so we'll
stress we go through,
here to the
all
house.
that shit.
And you can't break in the house, but I ain't breaking in the house.
It is. You just bald.
Address 20 or no 30 63 Standing Rock.
That word.
Yeah, he ain't accept the offer, motherfucking bitch. He must be a quacker.
This thing, when I was young, I used to go in the barber shop. They'd be like, just cut it off. You joining up?
Might as well buy the motherfucker. Yo,
I'm trying to ice shot. You see that? That shit's slow as fuck too.
what you do?
You got a 15 yet?
Again?
Ice shot working pretty good. You see that? Watch this.
What?
Shit ass. Yeah, it's ass.
Yeah, yeah, you.
How you got ice and lightning?
Yeah.
Yeah, well mine ain't shocking too. Huh? What that got to do with anything? You do 300 lightning damage.
Yeah. So you ain't win shit. You there right now?
I got
I went
um
there, I went there yesterday too.
373 lightning.
I was there yesterday. I went there yesterday.
Let me see if I got it on.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely went.
I took it. Oh, I took it off, but it wasn't doing it at first. Let me see. What the hell wrong with my damn? Hmm. Oh, that's what I've been trying to get. Yeah, I got what shockwave, conduction. I got that on. Hey, you little fucker. I needed that. Alchemy, fool. Oh, you see that?
I'm going to casino. Fuck it. Let's go. I kind of do want to though. I'm going tomorrow when my girl go to work. I'm only gonna take like 2,000 maybe. 2,000. 2,000.
Mm.
Car said don't do it. I'm a hit. I'm in my Suda 22. I ain't hit that shit yet. I keep trying. That shit with them $30,000 one. Like if I hit the Suda 22 tonight.
Yeah, my ice shot ain't hard enough. It ain't. It don't hit hard enough.
Punch through. Oh, let me see if I got. Nah, I
I
ain't got no
probably
spirits
need
yet.
more
Fuck,
ice
fuck.
to build up. None.
Nah.
You didn't point it out on what you got. You never pointed it out on everything. Well, they're saying you did.
I'm shredding it. What the fuck I'm doing?
I know what it is. I need some code on my motherfucking bow. Yeah.
Long shot.
Did you record anything while you were upstairs? Okay. What's spell your first name for me? Last name? Okay. Richard?
For Agarok.
Okay. Is the gun still here? Yes, sir. Okay. Where is it? It's in the car now. It's in the car now? Okay. What's your phone number? Can you hang out here with that for me?
Did I say the hip hop? Hip it to the hip hop. You don't stop. To the baka 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 boom boom.
Mr. Morris, you mind standing up for me real quick? I'm placing you under arrest, okay? Well, I'm under arrest for pointing a gun at your girlfriend and your sister, okay? I never pointed. I got you. I understand.
I said a hip hop, hip to the hippity hip hop, pocket to the bang thing, booger the up top, the booger to
BB.
what you hear is not a test. It's not to the beat. Just me to
Okay,
name a
what?
squad.
You gotta come out the door or something. I don't know.
Ah,
I don't think. Nah, that ain't gonna work. Bro. Remember we tried it like that before.
You got anything on you that's gonna potentially fucking piss me off or anything? Come on, check real quick before I push you back up there, okay?
Christ, son.
That's what I'm saying, like, bro. Whose keys are these? Are these yours?
Mm-hmm.
Bro, really? You want to take a video of it? You gonna tell them that? Hey. Bro, I never pointed a bang. Hey,
Yeah,
what
yeah.
are you doing right now? All right. Do you want to take the keys with you or not? You want to take the keys with you or not? It's up to you. I don't have to because I got it. Okay. You want to take
How about a ticket? I don't see my ticket doing.
Do you want to take your phone? Yeah. You want to leave your phone here? Yeah. No, I guess I'm going to have to.
Hmm?
They said I pointed a gun at them, so now I'm going to.
Yeah, can't work.
No. So, I know. Anything else? I know. I'm doing the rest for aggravated assault, okay? You want to take the phone with you? All right, have a good night, sir. Okay. Thank you, okay? All right, let's go to my floor, man.
Oh yeah.
Come on. Please, don't stop it.
This nigga sold me the fuck out. He fucked it up. Yo,
Do you need us anymore? He's done with us, so should solve your problem. Between those guys, this whole domestic violence act. Anything else?
Apex of filth.
Have you taken anything today?
You're incredibly sweaty. That's what I'm saying. I mean, hot, hot, fucking hot on it. I've been mad. Like I'm trying to get it in the same eyes as I was asking if I was gonna say something.
Mm-hmm.
So me at the gym, like you can't wipe your legs or something.
came to this
Did
place
you ask her?
along with King Kong.
Don't be at the gym.
So
Like how can she count? You can't reach your face. I can see your face. See your face. I can see your face. You can't reach it with your hands all like that. I have a feeling that just help me for a second. I just I'm just saying, no, I'm not taking it. Come on up. Do we take a picture now and we'll just wipe your face once we get inside, okay? Around here, inside, whatever that you feel comfortable. So, judge deems it's not enough probable cause, they'll drop one warrant, but if we make it out to a trial, it'll be up to a jury of your peers. So, I believe 12 people will decide whether or not there's enough or reasonable doubt. It's a family violence versus a mom. So, it's not like a preset. You will get a bond, but you have to see the judge first, which will be in the morning usually. Okay. So on here, we'll just go into the first table. And I'll take the calls after. I'm gonna put that right there for you, okay?
Go on path one and then go back on that game. Go back in there.
Moving forward just a little bit.
Hmm.
You said the right one without you, right?
Yeah, that's what I had to. That's what people had to do when they was coming in there saying it would work. Some of them said it worked. Some of them said it didn't.
So we check the Titans, okay? You want something underneath that sweatshirt? Because I'm more earlier. Charles John Adams, 873 CAA. Nothing else you want? Okay. Start over, so that's cool. She's out.
That makes 3.
Yeah.
Apparently she came from that angle. I heard the noise, and then I looked to my right, and then I watched her like ramp off that car, and that's when I ran out of the car to see what was going on. Other side, I think there's a man on the street. Let me tell you how that was. That made me look to my right. I was like, what the hell's going on?
My old one's still working.
I is teaching
What you been custom? What, you make your own? Yeah. Yeah, mine's still working.
After the serious car crash, what was she doing? To know the real story, just watch the full video.
I did. These motherfuckers get 80 times tougher. I was freezing them and everything. Now I'm shooting them like 80 times. Little babies, though. They're little babies. They're like the skeleton. No, these niggas just ain't dying still. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. It's skeletons like all over. And they undead. They keep coming back to life. I don't know about this ice shot shit. Fuck this.
Hey, y'all thought about it? I'm about to head myself to the casino. You
Shit
know, shit
burning
on
the
the
hole in your pocket, ain't it?
word, word. Now I keep winning. I'm on a little mean winning streak. Last 3 times I played,
That was then.
it was.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm
you
thinking
don't?
about.
Yeah, you need to fix
You
yours.
see what time is it? My girl gonna be like, "I know
Mine
you
was
ain't."
like,
I'm at the casino.
ding. You
Hey, I'll
did,
be back
didn't
later. Y'all probably gonna be off the game. I'll let y'all know how it turned out.
you? All right,
All right,
bro.
all right, later.
This should definitely burn the hole in his pocket. hmm Shit gone now. Never sink. Yeah, but it's the lower one, where you can see everything on. Yeah, right now, lightning arrows where it's at. Man, what the fuck keep making that damn noise? You might have spoke too soon, though, bro. My shit might have stopped working. My filter. I heard it say boom, boom, but it ain't showing shit. Mm. But mm, well, this map, it's probably just
Charged arrow.
it's down. Mm-hmm.
just explain it. Purpose determines alcohol content. I am also informed that the US Police Department. Now, because under question, your driving privilege to operate a motor vehicle will be suspended for a period of 1 year for your first time refusal, or 18 months if your privilege has previously been suspended as a result of refusal to submit to a lawful test of your breath, urine, or blood. Additionally, if you refuse to submit to the test of your privilege has previously suspended for a refusal to submit to a lawful test of your breath, urine, or blood, you'll be committing a misdemeanor. Refusal to submit to the test I requested of you is a misdemeanor that evidence of any criminal proceeding. Either verbal yes or no. Do you understand the implied consent form that I just read to you? Yes or no?
That bitch so dusty. Yeah.
Okay, I just read this to you. Do you understand what I just read to you?
Yeah.
What do you not understand?
Oh, he was. Yeah.
I am not requesting that you submit to a lawful test of your breath for the purpose of determining its alcohol content. What's your name? Are you taking this? Okay. Your name is important. I just explained it. Lord. So, do you still refuse to take the test, knowing your driving privilege will be suspended for a period of at least 1 year? That's important because I'm talking to you. That's the point. Let me explain it. I'm already on my new plate. My, no, once again, this is my paperwork, so you're going to need your lawyer. Right. You're going to get to the police department. That was, Jack Wilson. Okay. So you still refuse to go to the test knowing your driving privilege will be suspended for a period of at least 1 year. So you're going to take the test? Okay.
Storming arrow.
36, 27, 29, 36.
Fuck, busting ass.
This should grant us access to the temple.
Are you left-handed? Nice. Try my left hip. I can't do that. Looks like a second for you. I do. No, it is. It's unfortunate. You want to try left?
That's not bad.
Oh, you had a +6? Oh shit!
Great.
Man,
Yeah, not fucking my oldest was like cursive. Literally cursive. It's like,
yeah.
yeah. But even like my cursive, yeah, not the cursive.
Nature's fury.
And I also like my sister's like cat rabbit unicorn.
Yeah.
Still her dying. I tried to.
Oh yeah, a lot. Yeah, I was wondering why you just like we did. Yeah. You think I need heft on my ice shot? I don't think so, huh? Maximum physical damage. Uh. I'll do it. Yeah. Yeah. True. Mm. That's what dude uses when I watch. Okay. If support, it says if support skills gain extra damage of any other type, they gain extra code damage instead. Huh? And bitter. I'm about to try it. Glaciation. Oh, 50% build up.
Again, I'm just sorry. I apologize a million times. I always figured it.
Mm. I should be using cast on freeze with this. Fucking man, I'm done. Mm-hmm. Cast on fucking freeze.
It's creating opportunities for the next generation to have career-sustaining jobs.
That dude did have cast on freeze on.
This gives opportunities for underprivileged communities to have new jobs, to have new opportunities, and it just gives people hope.
Did you know our Jersey Mike's order came with a $25 Fanatics promo code? It's kind of hard to forget. $25 Fanatics promo code for every 25 you spend at the Jersey Mike's app when you have chips and drinks. Insane deal. Awesome. Can we please turn it off while we're eating? Oh, just right there. We can hear you. Right, Simon?
Cold infusion. Okay.
What do you say? Simon feels very attacked right
Frozen
now. He
fork.
feels attacked? That's what he said. Oh, he feels
Enemies
attacked.
support skills cannot freeze building. Ricochet. Projectiles with 40% chance to terrain. I'm gonna try Ricochet. Maybe Fort.
I've never been to Charles Fort in my entire life. It's like a new experience. Parents. Good. Read this right here. Read from here to here. That's exactly what I read. I can read it to you again, okay? I said I'd read it to you again. So, you want me to read it to you, then I'll let you read it? So you're gonna read it from right here.
You got any spirit gems? Like, what is the one? Let me see what cast on freeze gotta have. I ain't even got no spirit gem to look. Think probably about 13 maybe. I think 13. 11. Maybe 11.
I could do without the attention.
Take a second. Like there was such gold that's far further up. And this is the update to it. For the really powerful rares or features of the map a lot, you definitely want to. That's part of it. Reduces their resistances. And then you want things instantly, which basically
All right, good
Orb
luck.
Storm with forced cast on shock. So cast on freeze through a frost wall, as well as energy retention. Then we use Orb of Storms. Again, this is using with a leg. Then for our Ice Shock, we run Cast on Freeze through a frost wall, as well as energy retention. Then we use Orb of Storm. Innervate, Leg Mastery, as well as Electrocute. Then for our Ice Shock, we run Cast on Freeze through a frost wall.
Frost wall, energy retention.
Monkey, come here. Monkey. Monkey, leave her alone. Monkey. Monkey. No. Monkey. I said no. Monkey, no. I'm sure I can stick them in. Monkey, get up here and lay down now. Get up here and lay down.
run Held of Thunder. We run Whole Mastery, Element Focus, Magnified Effect, and Impact. And then we run Herald of Thunder inside of the other version of the weapon swap. We run Herald of Thunder, we run Innervate, Leg Mastery, as well as Electrocute. Then for our Ice Shot, we run Cast on Freeze, we run Frost Wall, as well as
Frost wall. Oh, man, this frost wall is part of a fuck. You got any more? No. Yo, how does he got that in frost?
Energy Retention. Then we use Orb of Storm.
Cast on freeze though. How does he got it in there? No, that shit goofy, man. How the hell is he using um, energy retention? Oh man,
And then we run
cheating ass game. I just don't get it. The what do? Yeah. Uh, let me see. Let's see which one it was. Oh, and better. Sport skills gain extra damage of any type. That one. And better. If supported skills would gain extra damage of any other type, they gain extra code damage instead. Mm.
Herald of Thunder inside of Orbs. So in the ice, we're going to run Herald of Ice. So with Ice Shot, we have this automatically activated. If you guys need to learn weapon swap, we have a video that I will also link in the pin. But basically, Herald of Ice, Cold Mastery, Elemental Focus, Magnify. Activated. If you guys need to learn weapon swap, we have a video that I will also link in the pin. But basically, Herald of Ice, Cold Mastery.
Yeah, I'm about to stop playing this shit, yo. Shit bullshit. I see him with the same fucking skill in his shit, and then I try to put it in there. It says it's not supported. He got the same fucking skill in there, bruh. Uh, nah, it says Lightning Deadeye, Am- Lightning Deadeye / Amazon build Huntress. No, Deadeye it's the same. What you mean? No, it ain't. I watched the video. The ascendancies on the won't let the skill gem go in there. What that got to do with anything? I don't know. It says slash because he showed the same ascendancy. Yeah, but he got both builds. He put both builds on there. He put the Deadeye build on there, the tree, and he put the Amazon tree. He said the only thing different between the Amazon and the Deadeye is the Amazon is more crit and more accuracy than Deadeye. It sound like some bullshit. That's what it sound like. Sound like some bullshit. Fuck it, I'm gonna try Embittered on there then. Or Glaciation. Freeze buildup or extra cold damage. Hmm. Mm, try freeze damage.
Three Elemental Focus, Magnify Effect, and you have. And then we run Herald of Thunder inside of the other version of the weapon swap. We run Herald of Thunder, we run Innervate, Light Mastery, as well as Electrocute.
Get to mix that.
Heft. And then we run Herald of
Alright.
that I will also link in the
It's Herald of Ice.
but basically, Herald of Ice, Cold Mastery, Elemental Focus, Magnify.
Alright, Elemental Focus. Cold Mastery and Heft.
then we run Herald of Thunder inside of the other version of the weapon swap. We run Herald of Thunder, we run Innervate, Light Mastery, as well as Electrocute. Then more
Lightning Mastery.
Nature's fury.
And cast and freeze.
our Ice Shot, we run Cast on Freeze, we run
Frostwall, I can't get that right now.
Energy Retention. Then we use Orb.
Frostwall, energy retention. I ain't got Frostwall, so fuck them. Hey! Hell yeah, it's hot than a motherfucker in here. Y'all bugging, and the heat just fucking kicked on again. Motherfucker heat just kicked on again. Shit. Time. What do we have in there? Looks like cereal to me. Cereal? Is that cereal? I believe so.
Oh, shut your mouth. Oh, kind of fun. I ran in here just to get a bowl of cereal. And went. I knew it.
It ain't it? It's on. Tracer gigs, go get some cereal. Hurry.
Hello, my name is Para Big D.
Nobody.
Hello, my name is Para Big D Senpai, and I'm here to save you from the hell that you've never PO'd right now, because while we're at this tough last match, it extends my part of this match. And with that, I'm sharing my top 6 tips to make it slightly more acceptable. For if you follow all the tips, It may even become fun. Starting with tip number one, that also happens to be the most important one, we need to find you a because this patch doesn't really allow for experimentation unless you want to get your ass whooped, and also because there are a bunch of trash builds out there that will make your life a living hell. So how do you go on about finding an actual build? Well, for starters, unless you know for a certain that a content creator is an absolute goat, you need to avoid prediction builds released before the league launched like the fucking plague, which is easy to do. Just take a look at when it's released, if it has been updated since the launch, and look for actual gameplay that both
All
involves
kinds of
building
what?
and bossing. If the build doesn't impress you, look elsewhere. And where do you actually find the best builds? Well, I recommend two sources, YouTube and Mobalytics. Finding builds on YouTube is painstakingly annoying unless you already have your favorite creators, but it's insanely rewarding simply because you get to view some actual gameplay of how the build functions. And when it comes to Mobalytics, the best way to find builds is via their tier list for the end game and the starting builds tab, as you'll have a bunch of the largest PO creators uploading their builds here. And ideally, you'll find one of the builds with an attached video guide on Twitch, so you can see for yourself if it looks like an impressive build. I'd say that these tips are the most important ones to make the leveling experience smooth and easy. Moving on to the next tip, we have another preparation step before playing, and that is get a goddamn loot filter. Skimming through every goddamn trash item, Elon Musk style, will waste you tons of hours.
I must have.
Functions of the filter is extremely easy. Simply go to the
Look at it now,
Preferences
Claude.
tab, or you can download the MSN filters,
Right,
open
eye
up that
shot.
shit, and log in. You then press the Create button and select how strict you want your filter to be. For example, while leveling early, you may select one of the less strict ones. And after progressing a while, it's extremely easy to just swap for a strict one. You can also add your own sounds and customize it further if you choose. For example, I've added Sasha Grey getting railed for when I drop a mirror. You then simply export,
It ain't.
pick
It's
a
the
name,
boss.
and hit
It ain't gonna
Create.
do nothing on the boss.
You'll then fine-tune the gameplay tab, and you're done. Enjoy
Damn
your
it.
time saved. For tip number three, we have a few training tips. You can train these guns via the official training website. But I do have a few tips here that will make your life way easier. For starters, don't waste your currency. And what do I mean by that? Well, shit. Rather than just slapping all of your currencies at once, make sure to save some to upgrade your weapons, for example, especially if you
It's
manage
taking
to find
chunks off
the
his little
ability
ass,
to
ain't it?
use one. Because let's just assume you accidentally injected into a
Oh
clickbait
no, I'm
She
dead.
Huntress build on YouTube, and now you're stuck in Act 3. So let's find you something spear. You then scroll down and set max level to your current level. Set the maximum price to whatever you can afford. You then search. What makes a great creator?
Huh?
Well, you think you might have found some answers to this question?
On the bosses, yeah.
Friendly team over at Cyberpower
See, he
Creations.
had
They have
different.
powerful
Um,
modern components.
he had a swap.
Aesthetic.
You know what I'm saying?
Shows you how to
He had a
sell
what's the name swap?
and takes the Cyberpower Museum inside the sponsorship video to get to tell you a thing or two about the
Yeah, no, he had them for the mob. You fucking bitch.
looking for what they need in a creator PC. And it happens right here, right now on Robotech. As much as we love PC building around here at Robotech, and as hard as we try to make it accessible to more people, the reality is that the process of doing so isn't for everyone. And guys,
Fucking bullshit.
okay. Fortunately, that's where system integrators PC who's sponsoring this video come into play. Their whole goal is to give you the PC you need to do what you need it to do, whether that's gaming, streaming, content creation, or it's a combination of all three, or even something way worse. But if you're looking to buy a PC for gaming, streaming, and content creation, you want to explore a few questions in this video, like what kind of PC do you need to do all of that? Game, stream, and create content on one machine. What options does CyberPower PC offer you? And does a PC powered by Intel enhance the creator experience? Again, these are the things we're going to explore when trying to find a great creator PC. So let's go back to the first question. It's a really good place to start. I mean, we have to know what we're looking for. So what do you need for a solid creator PC? Since technology changes and everyone's needs are different, the Infinity XLC gaming PC right here as the baseline for things we're looking for. For context, this PC costs around $3,400 before discounts at the time of making this video. Okay, so if we're looking at what makes a great creator PC, we need thing number one. A CPU that can manage gaming and streaming applications at the same time, but also handle video and photo editing. To that end, the Infinity XLC is equipped with a 24-core Intel Core Ultra 9 285K processor. Now, when it comes to the multitasking workflows we're looking at, like running OBS, powering your Stream Deck or DeX, keeping your chat window active, all while providing enough headroom for gaming, the 285K puts in the work to make all of that happen. It's fast and powerful, but it's also more power efficient than previous generations. But that's not all. We still need to create content, and fortunately, when it comes to Adobe Premiere, the 285K is an absolute beast. We've seen this CPU really excel in video production, especially when it comes to this application. Not only that, it's no slouch in Photoshop either. So this thing
Let's
will
see
handle
how
streaming,
I
uploading,
can
editing
do
your videos,
better.
and thumbnails, but this is only part of the picture. For a great creator PC, we're also going to need thing number two. And that's a GPU that can sustain steady frame rates at high visual fidelity, alongside handling high-quality video encoding and recording. For this, the Infinity XLC comes standard for your video artists and creators. This is a solid choice for both gamers and for creators. Now, all of that is great, but we still need thing number three. Enough physical resources to keep up with the production of play. This is where making sure you have enough RAM, storage space, and connectivity is key. The Infinity XLC comes standard with 32 gigabytes of RAM. It's got a 2 terabyte HDD system and game drive, and a 4 terabyte hard drive for media storage, as well as a motherboard that comes Wi-Fi 7 equipped. But there was something else here that we discovered when we were looking at things that counted as resources, and that's the Intel Core Ultra's built-in NPU. Now, I know there's been a lot of talk about the importance of an NPU, but for gamers and content creators, it's all felt a little suspicious. One of those claims is that you can actually get back gaming performance by leveraging the Intel NPU 3 versus using NVIDIA Broadcast. So, since we're trying to figure out what we need in a great creator PC, and streaming can be a part of content creation, we figured, you know what the heck? Why not put this claim to the test? And you know what? There is actually some truth here. Now, when we compare gaming performance with and without using NVIDIA Broadcast with OBS, the performance hit was about 16% in both Cyberpunk 2077 and Marvel Rivals. But we offloaded those same tasks from the GPU onto Intel NPU 3 using XSplit Vcam with OBS instead. That performance hit dropped to as low as around 5%. Now, we're still talking about average frame rates north of 200 FPS in each instance here, but it's cool to see that the NPU really can help a PC like this be more efficient at what it needs to do, which is really the name of the game. One system that can absolutely do everything. Again, what we're seeing here is very specific expert, which, if you're using it, that's awesome. But as NPUs become more commonplace and as streaming applications start taking advantage of this technology, it really could have some positive benefits both today and in the future. So just to recap the categories again, a great creator PC needs one, a CPU that can manage gaming and streaming applications at the same time, but also handle video and photo editing. Two, that's a GPU that can sustain steady frame rates at high visual fidelity alongside handling high-quality video encoding and recording. And three, that's enough system resources to keep up with production and play. Basically, it can't just be for gaming, it has to do more. So now that we know what we're looking for, how does CyberPower PC meet this need, and what do they offer? Well, the answer to the second part is actually a lot. If you pop onto the website, you'll find tons of options, including starter configurations, monthly specials, ready-to-ship system, and more. And then when we say starter configuration, we don't mean in the same sense as picking up the starter price and starter Pokemon. These are configurations that can be modified to suit your needs. So for example, let's say you like the Infinity XP with
See, if that's scary, don't worry. Configurator is going to tell you how many power is recommended for each configuration, as well as an idea of estimated peak performance.
When that motherfucking dude ain't healed up.
So you'll get a real-time picture of how pricing, performance, and power change from making those swaps. Not only that, but you'll also find their latest promotions and deals like bundle engagement discounts, as well as offers for extra professional cable management, enhanced packaging, and enhanced warranty. Which, of course, speaking of warranty, every CyberPower PC machine comes with a senior party, 3-year labor warranty with lifetime tech support. Let's just take everything we just talked about and put a bow on this guy to help find a great PC. When all this is said and done, we land with the Infinity XLC 50,000 met our criteria for being a great creator PC today and with staying power going on. The core for 19.5K written for multitasking workloads of content creation, gaming and streaming, photos and video editing, all of that stuff like a champ. Not only that, the performance games on video, while the for broadcast owners, gave us hope for what other streaming tools could be handed off for the future. The RTX 5080 is fantastic for both gaming and content creation, offering high-quality gaming experiences alongside key features for streaming and video capture. And when you start putting these components together with everything else, the Infinity XLC really hits every beat of what we know works great for a creator PC. That being said, whether or not this is a great creator PC for you depends on you, the creator. At the end of the day, we wanted to provide a guide to help you take some of the choice paralysis out of shopping for a creator PC. And the Infinity XOC really does give us a fantastic point on the map for someone who is looking for but has zero interest in tracking down parts and sort by highest physical damage generally. Let's try.
Alright, yeah.
When you need assistance, you want more than a phone number. Bridging Resources West Virginia can help, whether you're managing a transitioning to civilian life, or simply need a helping hand. Our parenting team connects you with real support that works for your situation. Take the first step. Let us make the connections you need so you can focus on what matters most. Call 866-985-2372 or visit ci-fct.org.
This thing is going too far. It's going too far. It's going too far. This thing is going too far. It's going too far. It is going too far. You gonna tell me that if something did not happen nefarious, that you would not have the ability to tell the truth about the story that happened. You don't think that that's the fact? How long do you think this fight will stand? How long do you think it will stand? Because I'm telling you, once that autopsy report comes back, and once that autopsy report reveals that autopsy report, you better go in this church. Somebody go to jail. They're going. They're going. They're going.
We have facts and we have.
Go ahead.
And I understand. I'll be here to hear best I can. What question? Hey, I just hopped in because I still am in prayer, and I am a prayer warrior, and you called for one, so I showed up.
Thank you. Thank you, Miss Pat. Let me ask you a question.
Sure.
What if your spirit needs you in this situation? Let's take it to the opposite side. What does your
Oh,
spirit tell you about you?
the first thing that God is telling me, I am a prophetess, I am a pastor, is that things had to be exposed
This bitch.
because too many people been dying with this type of situation. I believe that as you refuse, so everything can be exposed. I truly believe that I can step in concert. I believe that with actually getting her that water, whatever he gave her, I think that's what ignited everything. I believe that she was not in the van. I believe that everything was staged.
Mm.
I believe that this is the time
Now this will come in
for
handy.
people not to be spectators, but this is the time that we unify. We unify, and we know, Stone. I don't know much about you, but I feel your spirit. I discern your spirit, and God is leading you. I know a lot of things that we may feel like we can't say,
While
but I know that
ingenuity
as
never
people of God,
ceases
we
to
can take
amaze me.
authority over some stuff. So
You
I
know
come
what?
because you said you
These
asked for
runes.
prayer.
I can make out symbols for
Yeah.
blood,
And I just
offering.
want to come in tonight and I
It's
want to
not a
pray for the
blood
people.
offering, it's
And I,
someone of foul blood. What do I want?
I don't understand this, but polygamy is a rich man's sport. You don't even have enough money for one
Now this
and
is
you want
truly
two.
something.
So they're like, oh, I want multiple
The
wives. But
apex.
If you can't afford
It's
one, ain't
happening.
no way you can afford two. At the same time, there is a world where the three of y'all come together and combine y'all income.
with what money? You don't even have a house. Where you gonna put us? What are you talking about? I know motherfuckers that literally don't even have enough money to get his license back and rides a scooter. He rides a scooter around Brooklyn.
Rebecca the Encampment? I can't believe it. We were right on top of this device the entire time.
The footage you see here is not just any footage. The guy in the blue shirt is one of Big U's associates.
Airless fragrant fragrances are infused with 2 times more essential oils. The advanced plug-in with the boost button and anti-fade technology can keep your home always inviting for up to 60 days. Airwick, always fragrant, always inviting.
The footage you see here is not just any footage. The guy in the blue shirt is one of Big U's associates, and according to the streets, this was the first move, an attempted attack on Fatz's shop, just days before the hit was ordered. But who is Fatz? He was Nipsey Hussle's closest friend, his right hand, his most loyal soldier, and his loyalty would cost him everything. He didn't just stand by Nipsey, he died because of him. Here is a video of him.
You know, listen, got the old footage, man. Be on there, man. And I see that's big t-shirts, you know. The change, man. You know what I'm saying? We grown, still going, man. It's a marathon, man, you know.
This smiling person ended up being caught in the middle of it all. Some saying his death was a random act of violence, but the streets tell a different story. A story that leads back to one name, Big U.
Big, you try to fire on Fats. Fats put him on his pocket. And Fats put him on his pocket. I got a call on that one. He put him on his pocket, right?
But to understand what really happened, we have to go back to the moment Nipsey broke away from Big U's grip.
He signed a 10-year production contract that started in 2009 to the end of 2019. Hello.
The allegations against Big U. From the start, Big U has denied any involvement in Fatz's death.
They said, Big U was blood. I got into it with Fats. I ain't never that's my dog. Ever in my life. That's it. No fight. Never.
But his aggressive response raises an important question. Why is he so defensive? And why is he addressing these rumors as if he's been hearing them for years? Another key moment comes when he says,
I wasn't even in jail.
what you get.
Yet the straight narrative suggests otherwise. According to some sources from the 60s, Fats' death was part of a larger internal conflict that stemmed from Nipsey's fallout with Big U. The Nipsey Hussle and Big U split. The tension between Nipsey and Big U reportedly started when Nipsey broke free from his contract with Big U. That move, according to some, didn't sit well with Big U, leading to alleged attempts to sabotage Nipsey's career. Apparently, Big U's team retaliated by going to Nip's studio and ripped out all the equipment. Big U himself admits to reclaiming his equipment, saying,
I left the music industry before he had my equipment, and I wanted to use my equipment. He got mad because I got my equipment back. So then that's when our conflict started. I had to get the equipment back and said I'm gonna move it right here at my shop on 4030 Crescent.
this wasn't just a simple disagreement. Nipsey was trying to take his career to the next level, while Big U reportedly saw it as disloyalty. What followed was a string of incidents that escalated their conflict. One of the most shocking claims is that there was an attempted backdoor setup on Nipsey. According to the story, while Nipsey was shooting a video with YG in Compton, he got a call warning him that a hit had been placed on him. The backdoor was ordered on Nipsey Hussle by Big U, but instead of fulfilling the order, Nipsey had so much love, they gave him the heads up. Instead of risking it in Compton, Nipsey made a critical decision. He told the team to turn around, head to the Marathon store. They were going to shoot the video in the hood. This move might have saved his life that day, but what's even more telling is what happened next when Big U allegedly tried to shut down the shoot in Nipsey's own hood, the studio fight. After the video shoot, Nipsey reportedly confronted Big U at the studio. Witnesses claim that Nipsey called him out directly.
Nip had an altercation with him in the studio or whatever. Big U was like, "Is this song about me?" He was like, "Yeah, it's about you, cuz." So
that's when things escalated. Big U allegedly threw a water bottle at Nipsey's face, and Nipsey challenged him to a fight. The fight took place in the middle of the street, and according to witnesses, Big U wasn't prepared for what happened next.
Man, maxed this dude out. Walked him up out of there until Bear Claw said, "Bro, you don't need to be fighting this young dude. Johnny Jones, get out there."
Big U might have underestimated Nipsey, but the fight didn't end their conflict. It only made things worse. After losing the fight, Big U reportedly started harassing Nipsey's Marathon store. But what's most chilling is what happened next.
We end up having to come talk about that. Pull up the homies, and them getting hit is wrong, but still some consequences to your wrong. I came to pick him up that morning so he could get his discipline.
This line is significant. Big U was essentially saying that he was coming to enforce a punishment on Nipsey for stepping out of line, but Nipsey's brother stepped in and stopped it.
And his brother got in the way. Told my mother.
It's time for West Virginia, our nation again.
We've got more energy than anywhere else in the world. Compton's second, Newport, Berkshire Hathaway, Marshall Metals. We swell great job that they can raise their family. You can't have growth without it.
Hope Gas is lighting the way forward for West Virginia. Learn more at WBsforHope.com.
You're fraudulently claiming more income than receiving it.
The accountant is back.
Accused me of money laundering. Get your shoulder off my paper.
But this time, he brought his brother.
You like puzzles, Sister Wolf?
Thank you. The accountant too. Rated R.
My brother and I going, look, if I was his brother, I'd have done the same thing.
Had Nipsey gone with Big U that day? Who knows what might have happened? Where does Fats fit into all this? But this is where the story gets even darker. Fats was Nipsey's right-hand man, the kind of friend who would never let anything happen to him. If Big U had issues with Nipsey, then Fats was automatically in the crossfire. You see, Fats wasn't just another name in Nipsey Hussle's story. He was family. He was there from the start, long before the fame, the money, or the Marathon brand. If you you really wanted to understand Nipsey, you have to understand who Fats was and why his death shook Nipsey to his core. Stephen Fats Donaldson was born in Los Angeles in 1986 and grew up in the Hyde Park area, one of the roughest neighborhoods in the city. Gang culture wasn't just something you joined, it was a way of life, something you were born into. And for Fats, it was no different. He became a part of the Rolling 60s, the same neighborhood set as Nipsey, and from that moment on, their brotherhood was solidified. But Fats wasn't just some regular dude in the streets. He was tough, always underestimated because of his size, but he could fight.
Just look at that view. See this city in its prime.
And he wasn't just muscle either. He was sharp,
What
smart,
you in there
and
watching,
incredibly
man?
loyal. When Nipsey started pushing
What you
his
in there
music in
watching?
the mid-2000s, Fats was right there with him, hitting the streets, handing out business cards, and making sure people knew about Nipsey. If Nipsey had a move to make, Fats was down. When Nipsey
Oh,
and his
like
brother
the
Fat Sam were hustling
oh,
DVDs and
Plex.
mixtapes, Fats was holding it down, keeping watch over the release and making sure the operation stayed running. Their hustle grew, and eventually that street pride turned into something bigger. Business ownership. The Marathon brand wasn't just about music. It was about economic power, about taking back the Rolling
I
Stone.
forgot all about
If Sam and
Plex.
Fats opened businesses in their neighborhood, from the Marathon clothing store to a dispensary, but with success came new enemies. By 2017, tensions were high in the Rolling 60s. There were internal beefs, power struggles, and old street politics that never really went away. And Fats, he wasn't about to back down. He stood his ground, but that also made him a target.
He get a call. That's another night, bro. Come on, son. Man, they got security stuff over fast in there. And we good. For sure, son. Marathon said, keep coming. Like Chestnuts roasting over open fire. Dude still on the phone with him. Well, you gotta walk to the corner. I'm right here in the corner. I'll park over here. Dead homies. By the time he made it to that corner, he was dead.
On September 29, 2017, Fats got a call. Someone he knew, a fellow Rolling 60s member, told him to come outside. Fats was hit multiple times. He tried to run back inside the dispensary, but he collapsed before he could make it. He was gone, just 30 years old. For Nipsey, losing Fats was like losing a piece of himself.
Lost your partner Fats, like, yeah, how you deal with that situation? And you know, that kind of young boy, please.
This wasn't just a friend, this was his brother, someone who had been there for every struggle, every win, every moment of the grind.
And then sit on everything. Even all our punches, do all that work. You know what I'm saying? We can all anticipate the moment that we get to enjoy.
Fats had been there before the Marathon was a band, before Nipsey was a superstar, before the world was watching.
So it's really that my partner, my home, you know what I'm saying? And on this side is the other dimension to experience it with us. Then you know, this coming in.
And now he was gone. Some sources claim that Fats' death was a direct consequence of the ongoing war between Nipsey and Big U. Whether it was a warning, a message, or something even more sinister, in the 60s, his world would talk about it openly, and that silence speaks volumes.
I didn't expect that at all. And the timing was crazy. So it's really good.
While there's no fixing the timing of Fats' death, the patterns are hard to ignore. The tension between Big U and Nipsey, the attention sabotaging career, and the fact that all paint a picture of deep-seated conflict. Big U's criminal past. But to really understand how we got here, we have to rewind and take a look at Big U's past. His story has been a roller coaster, full of struggles, comebacks, and everything in between. He did 13 years behind bars, and that could have been the end of the road for him, but instead of letting it define him in a negative way, he used that time to reflect, grow, and eventually make a name for himself in a whole new way.
So I came home in 2004. I would do rap in the morning after football, and then at night, music.
When he got out, he was focused on making a real impact, especially in his community.
What did you get 56 years for? For nothing. They said it was possessive sales. It was robbery.
Big U put in serious work to create opportunities for young people, giving them mentorship, resources, and guidance to help them navigate life's challenges.
This is the place where we do all of
Which one of you is a Val blood?
We give you guys a look at what I've done and what I've been up to for the last 16 years or so.
He was also big in the youth sports scene. For particularly
Bring
with
her
the
to
Crenshaw
Doriani.
Cougars football
As for
program.
you,
That team wasn't just
I
about
will pay
football.
back
It was
every
about
drop
discipline,
of Val
teamwork,
blood
and
you
leadership,
have
setting kids
spilled.
up for success way beyond the field.
So I always had enough steady enough work, and that's what I said. One for about me. And then when I came home to national football, where I would get it.
Music, philanthropy, and sports, Biggie's real flip chart was a classic redemption arc. Prove that with enough determination, you can turn things around and build something meaningful. But no matter how much you did, there was always a shadow following you. That shadow got a whole lot darker after Nipsey Hussle's murder. Nipsey Hussle's death conspiracy. The rumors started growing almost immediately. While there was never any solid proof, whispers and secrets linked Biggie to Nipsey's death with vandalism, yet it had limited whether direct or through influence. Biggie, with his long-standing ties to LA culture, was already a polarizing figure, and some even suggested he had a motive or political role in hiring the shooter. That would automatically with how high-profile Nipsey's murder was, these theories caught fire. Biggie seemed to have come up, especially since his relationship with Nipsey had ended on a rough note. There was talk of internal conflicts between Nipsey's Rolling 60s crew, rumors of extortion, and all kinds of street politics that might have played a role in what happened.
New job, like whatever. A little nervous. Just hopeful that I would actually do.
After Nipsey's passing, Biggie spoke publicly about her bond, saying Nipsey was my family and he just stayed linger. He played a major role in organizing one of LA's biggest peace marches, bringing together rival gangs to walk for the game safety for the Nipsey at the Marathon store.
So they paint every story.
And years have followed, Biggie reflected on being an artist, spoken of about Nipsey's influence and their shared impact on the Crenshaw community. That rare conversation made him feel a more personal look at their relationship. Biggie also sat around and spoke on his role in Nipsey's wedding, explaining that Nipsey was trying to remember his precious company and music. He also played a part in managing the alongside Steve Lobel. According to Biggie, he brought some things to the face of things because his own reputation could make certain business dealings so tricky. He believed that at the time, having become front man for a black situation made things run smoother. Their management was incredible.
Fucking
Biggie handled one
bitch.
side, Steve took care of the other.
And there was no other rapper today. He sold his own music. So when I came along, and Steve came along, we had a formula that merged what he do, but he outworked any artist I've seen.
Biggie also pointed out that while Nipsey went full speed ahead into the entertainment industry, he himself stuck to his community work, the same work he had been doing for years. After getting out of prison in 2004, he didn't reconnect with Nipsey right away. It wasn't until around 2006 to 2007 that they started working together again. During that time, Biggie was linked up with Suge Knight and his brother-in-law Rick, and Suge even provided studio time for Nipsey's early recordings. But then comes the big question: how did Nipsey die, and why do some people think Biggie had anything to do with it? The official story is that Eric Holder pulled the trigger, but the streets have their own version of events.
Nipsey Hussle was gunned down in 2019, and today his killer Eric Holder Jr. was sentenced to 16 years to life.
Eric Holder murder case. Nearly 4 years after Nipsey Hussle's tragic murder, the man convicted of killing him, Eric R. Holder Jr., was sentenced to 60 years to life in prison.
The jury, in the above-entitled action, finds the defendant, Eric R. Holder Jr., guilty of the crime of first-degree murder.
Nipsey was shot and killed on March 31st, 2019, right